jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house. Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house. It's a bonus when we lyrically clap out. No condolence for the rodents. Striking them with animal techniques, the White Lotus. Tiger style, a spiritual lyrical fight notice. Facing the bite of the real poets. This one's for the real troops who feel cooped by the steel tubes, imprisoned in quarantine. They feel the need for a real coup. I reveal truth. Lyrically, I peel fools. Wigs back, they squeal like pigs black. Hey, Beretta, tell them they real whack. Yeah, we strapped for them whacks. Kid, you better check my rap. Fake MCs might catch a hold in your neck.
You know, I guess that you would be the only one who would dare to come here. You've got courage.
Prepare the mind, prepare the body for the moment. Still flowing, we own it. Defeat the opponents. Zoning, boom bap components exploding in your trap house.
A lot of y'all ain't built for this shit, so stop playing like y'all built for this.
Yo. Hey, if this ain't lit, then what you call it? Shooters on my line, don't make me pick up the car jet. Liquor in they system, got them thinking they can all spit. But we just up and smoke them on some Cheech and Chong shit. Light them up, they ain't really seeing the divine in us. Never tell the vision till we popped up on they monitors. I need my commas up and that's period. Seen them posted on the gram, but never stepped aside. No, they ain't serious, bitch, I'm outside. Too many rappers looking for clout rides. I'm the truth and you can see it in the crowd's eyes. Always humble, I ain't worried about the crowd size. This for my family and my niggas, I don't count pride. Niggas be on cloud nine, thinking we comparable. No metaphors or parables, delivery is terrible. You're looking at a rare go, niggas got me in feral mode. Now everybody got voices but couldn't baritone. Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See, we can really show you how it go down. How it go down. Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See, we can really show you how it go down. How it go down.
I'ma show 'em how it go down. Total vibes, hit me for that future, we gon' dumb out. Roscoe, show out. Status in this bitch, roll something we can smoke out. Niggas always on some hating shit, but ain't got no clout. Now I begin to cut, waiting like a marksman. Caution, loading the Smith & Wesson to offer. No open casket. Matter of fact, even if my pops was around, I'm still a motherfucking bastard. Got a lot of shit up on my chest, feel like I can't breathe. I got your head and shoulders shampoo, make your brain freeze. Fuck, nigga, talk aggressive, lesson what I'm gonna teach. Niggas in the back of the game, somewhere I can't reach. Catch me on the scene with some lean, I ain't sharing. If I can't profit, I don't even know what business is. Fucking up some comments, you would think I'm on some future shit. But I'm like Khaled, all a nigga really do is win.
Let me zone out. Pull up to the spot, you need to go now. You got a couple rounds and we got more rounds. See, we can really show you how it go down.
We up in here, we chillin' on the block, man. Looking lovely. Everything's beautiful. My girl beautiful. You already know that. Everybody be hating on me and shit, but I mean, fuck it. I'm just gonna do me.
Flash mode. I got all the bitches like I'm Tom Brady. I don't trust these niggas, they too damn shady. All these ratchet bitches wanna be my lady. I got all the game, so they cannot play me. Man, these boys be hating like I'm Tom Brady. I don't trust these niggas, they too damn shady. All these sexy mamas wanna have my baby. I got all the game, ho, you cannot play me. Chillin' in the hood, drinking Dr. Pepper. Eating a burrito, it don't get no better. I'ma call up some, bruh, let's get this cheddar. All my homies crazy and we bout whatever. Man, these boys be talking, but we know they scary. If a nigga try me, obituary. Got a white girl like Katy Perry. And my son stay ballin' like I'm Dale Carey. Need a bitch bitch like Taylor Swift. iPhone 6 talking to your chick. I don't even want her, I'm just playing with her. And I know you mad, I'm ballin' like a Mayweather. Me and Leo thinking of a master plan. I just bought some guns that came from Pakistan. Everywhere I go, they saying that's the man. I'm an American, fuck ISIS and the Taliban. I got all the bitches like I'm Tom Brady. I don't trust these niggas, they too damn shady. All these ratchet bitches wanna be my lady. I got all the game, so they cannot play me. Man, these boys be hating like I'm Tom Brady. I don't trust these niggas, they too damn shady. All these sexy mamas wanna have my baby. I got all the game, ho, you cannot play me, play me, play me.
All of these niggas in the room, they getting gift wrapped. Never tripping, representing, nigga, I spit crack. So tell your mother she could go and suck a baby dick. I'm a beast on the track, I don't play with it. Off-tied, nigga, I'm dope, don't get your feelings hurt. Shoutouts to Dork Squad, all my nerds go berserk. What kind of fool do you really think I fucking am? I keep a blade on me, call me Edward Scissorhands. I came fresh up out of the dirt, I got my own swag. I'm digging straight up in your ass like a diaper rash. Say by the bell, LL, I'ma rock your bells. And y'all know your boy Preemie going hard as hell. My flow dirty like Flint, I got different water. I move packs like the Mexicans across the border. You niggas never getting close, I got the Midas touch. Split that ass straight down the middle just like a cracked Dutch. You niggas deaf, dumb or blind, you out your fucking mind. Killing every verse, I'm sick, I put in overtime. Sleep with the sharks, always swimming in the deep end. And this be this 17, here we go again. My bar's lit, 16s in a straight jacket. And I keep a full house like I'm Bob Saget. You feel a pain in my soul, running out of breath. Staying with the smoke like it's nicotine cigarette.
Yo. My little niggas is tech swabby, I call them the Geese Squad. They don't work for Best Buy, they nerds for ARs. We loaded like armored cars when them things go down. I don't need nothing big, just give me the full pair. Nah, give him the whole round. Coppers get the choppers, they always cover the ground. I'm calling from in the town, no passion for slowing down till your brain's blown out. But headshot, so mercy is what I move without. Lord knows I died twice. Before Tyrone, my bones was cloned twice. They call it reincarnate, like I'm a blind mice. But you can't hurt the universe. Came back as you can take a gift or a curse. After midnight, catch me clapping at the shadows. Let out my dark side like venom made overshadow. I roam the streets of West Side Harlem with dirty guns, burn bridges like a TNT bomb. Had to be done, running roads, stove to stove.
We got 1 minute and 21 seconds, y'all. We almost
fumes,
there.
the smell be hitting like Hanos. Black sweat, Manano. Hoodie over the mask, no key on the Verrazano. Cream chasing better than Maros. Never was one to borrow. Investors don't impress us, I'm straight like got the bottle. I drown in my own sorrow. They say time is borrowed, so I don't waste time. Adrenaline kicked, then I came up busting my nine. Tunnel vision with mine. I caught one in the spine. Then looked down at my shirt and I saw that the blood was mine. I ain't paddock, not just grabbed up all the work I could find. Was about to flush it, then the neighbor pulled up just in time. Ran up on the leak and she ain't flinched like the Matrix glitch. Saw me dripping, said chill, don't lead him where you hide your shit. Passed by the mirror, my face was through the wire hit. Strange, cause even the thought of dying wasn't sinking it.
Once upon a time, a while ago, I got my bank filled. Money never dry, getting high, blow a dank still. I never cared how it happened in the first place. No more worst case scenario, look at Dirt's place. I had a whole construction team of 7 architects. Blue accessories, all white like a Arctic breath. Michelin star chefs, I'm call all night and day. No more ramen noodles for dinner, cooked in the microwave. So now what I order, top of the list. Like what you want for lunch, I don't know, lobster and shrimp. Like fuck copping a whip, I want a Lamborghini limousine. Just for bumping music in, like listen to the engine scream. 90 inches, every room I got a different screen. Mostly by myself, cause company loves misery. And for the rest of my life, I'm only living dreams. Until the day whatever God you worship intervenes. I'm living a lavish life, living a lavish life, I'm living a lavish life, yeah.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
Y'all know what it is, man. If you are not yet submitted yet,
be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
As we proceed to give you what you need.
Autobots, Share the stream.
Rose 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, big freaking salute. If you are here for the first time, pretty much we're a live music reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. You know, so if you guys are not signed to a major record label, or if you are, at the very least, like, you know, we gotta find that sort of middle ground where, like, you know, you can let the label and, you know, your people know if your things are played. To basically, I think you have to like whitelist it for specific things or something like that, if I'm not mistaken or whatnot. That way, you know, the stream on those platforms won't get taken down and blocked or flagged or muted or something like that. So as long as you aren't sending something from an artist that's already out there on the radio, or you're rapping to their beats and stuff, we should be good, right? You send to our email, that's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. Also, don't send Tidal or Apple Music. Every other type of file should be fine. So if it's SoundCloud, if it's Spotify, if it is MP3, you know, you name it, most likely yes. You know, just make sure you get us your music, anything that you you know, want us to hear. If you're submitting for the first time, often you know, think you should send your best, right? Send the what you consider your best record to introduce yourself to the people and let them know sort of like where or how you kind of, you know, start off or whatnot, right? And from there, after people can sort of see where your true talent lies currently, you know, you could eventually go to the throwbacks and the I'm not so sure. I just came out the studio. I'm not so sure how I feel about it. What y'all think? But overall, you can say whatever you guys want as long as it's not, you know, industry. And we are live on all platforms, so I appreciate you guys all for tapping in. Make sure you follow us everywhere. If you got it, we got it. Search us up, give us a follow. That way you can be notified as soon as we go live and, you know, get you guys in or whatnot. We have a free line as well as a skip line for those that do want to get played quicker or get more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion.
Nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing outside.
And we do giveaways on the show if we happen to reach at least 100, 200, or 300 by the end of the episode.
I think I've taken too many drugs and I'm in another universe. And I was trying to get buzzed in the studio and do a verse, but now I'm seeing an image of Coolio on Jupiter. If I was in the hospital, I'd probably want to do the nurse. Out of all 80s movies, I'm watching Ferris Bueller first. I'll walk right up to a bully and be like, homie, do your worst. If you don't got any gas, a freaking razor scooter works. This one ain't for the kiddies, so Super Steve, you can curse.
I really wanna grow up, cause I don't wanna go down. Someday I'm gonna blow up. They love it how my flow sounds. You hate on me, but so what? I know you wanna throw down, but I just wanna throw up. Someone give me a bow now. I just wanna be a doodle chillin', but I'm always dealing with the madness. I just wanna be up on the beach, up in the white, chillin' with a bad bitch. I just wanna live up in the city where they hear me and they go bananas. I just wanna hear the word, and every little girl is dealing with a sadness.
I wasn't nice in class. I would always like to laugh and always get in trouble from my teachers cause I'm writing raps. My bad. Vanilla Ice was trash. I'm never on a righteous path. I throw a diaper at my wife and then get sliced in half.
That's right. And we also mean, lastly, we also, again, every 100, 200, 300 will pretty much have a different tier of giveaway that we'll do by the end. But the specific people that, like, if we're at 90 and then someone skips the line and then they get us to 100, that person will get to spin that giveaway wheel earlier. And again, for those that can only hear the cutaways and they can't see it, some of those prizes on the giveaway wheel are free beats, free mixes and master, free skips for the show, various amounts, and we also have free merch, just free interviews on the show, and many more whatnot. But yeah, big freaking salute, and I appreciate you guys for tapping in. We do have a skip that's going to start us off right now, and then I think we should be back in the free line, and we'll sort of see where we're at from there. Jakey G, I got you.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold.
Most of these are like mine. When you'll hear my voice. Most of these are mine. If you ever have a question about like what, certain songs might not be released, other ones might. But if you're all interested, I'll, get you guys in. Why are we still over here? Get out of here. Oh yeah, no, we were supposed to be there. Hold on. Yeah, shut up. All right, let me write this. I'll cover your other half, man. All right, so you sent a Rap Fame link. Let's go ahead and put it in. Actually, let's load it up. Let's bring this down here. And I feel like let me bring this over here. I hate when that happens, man. Stop going through my other screen, man. All right. That way that people can still see a little bit of a visual or whatnot.
Tap and share, you have to care.
Long money, hopes and dreams, but it isn't always what it seems. And life ain't what it was when we was back in our teens. Leave this fast life alone and get back on our dean. You know, if that's the answer, that smoking cause cancer. If you habitually offend, then them charges get enhancements. I've been dancing by myself, feeling like I'm Billy Idol. Your idols become your rivals, and beautiful girls that have you suicidal. 803 on the rise, I'm representing where they found me. All I want is VVS, diamonds all around me. Thought I was getting baptized, I think they tried to drown me. The demons in my semen, bro, they never coming out me. 803 is on the rise, representing where they found me. All I want is VVS, diamonds all around me. Thought I was getting baptized, I think they tried to drown me. The demons in my semen, bro, they never coming out me. I let you into my diary to admire me. Motherfuckers conspiring, my baptism was fiery. Like why they trying to lie to me? Tragedy inspires me. I'm not going down without a fight, so I'll be swinging and I'm firing. Bang, I shoot like the Joker. That 38's my super soaker. When it hits you in your gut and your insides get open, I need a higher dosage. It's explosive in my system. Think these blunts be laced with something. I be twisted when I twist them. Questions on a journey, no retainer for attorneys. Not even with a subpoena could these pussy ass niggas serve me. My diamonds getting sturdy as I ball like James Worthy. Said my diamonds getting sturdy as I ball like James Worthy. 803 is on the rise, I'm representing where they found me. All I want is VVS, diamonds all around me. Thought I was getting baptized, I think they tried to drown me. Demons in my semen, bro, they never coming out me. 803 is on the rise, representing where they found me. All I want is VVS, diamonds all around me. Thought
Where'd you go? Don't stop. Hello?
I was getting baptized, I think they tried to drown me. Them demons in my semen, bro, they never coming out me.
Diamonds all around me, surrounded around me. Smoking on the lounge. I know my dad would be proud of me, but I know he's looking down on me. Saying, wow, Jiggy G, I'm so proud of you. You never gave up, you pursued your dreams. Life ain't what it seems, life is but a dream. Sometimes, yeah, you know it's run from the gun time. Trying to have a fun time. Life is hard, but I love mine. Hope you love yours. Now bring the chorus back, ho. Bring the chorus back. Tell 'em one more time, cuz. Tell 'em one more time. Bring the chorus back, ho. You ain't know. Tell 'em one more time, Clash.
803 on the rise, I'm representing where they found me. All I want is VVS, diamonds all around me. Thought I was getting baptized, I think they tried to drown me. Them demons in my semen, bro, never coming out me. 803 is on the rise, representing where they found me. All I want is VVS, diamonds all around me. Thought I was getting baptized, I think they tried to drown me. Demons in my semen, bro, they never coming out me.
You gotta fix the timing. And when it gets to rhyming, it's cool when you don't know what kind of like freaking shit that I'm in. And sometimes like people be like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I like the beat, so I'm fist the rhyming. Time with the shit and make sure I go on. And sometimes I hear a freaking beat and I'm so gone, and people don't know what I'm freaking doing with your mom. Let me go over here and hit the clap button. What did you guys think about that there? Give me overall thoughts. 1 to 10, any non-feedback as well. So, it was, of course, a little bit of a collab, you know what I'm saying, between them both, you know what I'm saying, not bad. I do feel like, you know, there always needs to be a little bit of a consistency between, you know, the mixes when we do get on records with each other, right? It is something that is hard to do when we all kind of have different mics. Sometimes we are recording in different studios, all that. But to make sure that there's almost at least a reason why things sounding a certain way, like there's always a way to kind of eventually get things to an equal point. But I do always think that is important, right? The other thing is, like, just to get with the end part of the song, like, we know what the chorus sounds like because we heard it earlier in the record. And so when it then comes back in towards the end, like, we can definitely tell that it's just offbeat. It's a little bit, you know, slow. It doesn't feel like it was done on purpose. And, you know, there are those times where we just kind of move things either too much or not enough, and maybe we just put it on the wrong side of the beat. It is something that, excuse me, it is something that I would 100% fix. Give me a second. Just because as an artist myself, okay, one of the things I can't stand is, because I mix and master, I produce, I'm an artist, right? It's often really hard for me to give others my vocals because almost 90% of the time, so there's a 10% where things, you know, work out okay, but there's that 90% of times where people don't listen to the reference record, or, you know, I'll hear it back and it'll be like too fast, too slow. Like, those are things you need to pay attention to. And there are those times where, like, as an engineer, maybe we make the, you know, we go, you know, oh, that it sounds good like this because, you know, it gives it a sort of just chill levity, or, you know, like, you may have your reasons for it, but often just as the artist, people will think that we make all the decisions. People are gonna be like, oh man, you were on beat right here, right? I can just tell it wasn't him specifically that came back in on that part. Usually we'll loop our choruses over to, you know, the next end and stuff like that. But and I don't know what program was used for the overall, like, sequenced, you know, recording and stuff like that, right? If it's an app or some certain things, maybe a little bit more confusing or not as perfect when it comes to moving things to the right section of the song. I have heard artists try to extend the beats and they'll go like off beat or something like that when that part happens, and I'm like, see, you got to fix those. We shouldn't be able to hear certain elements, and there are ways to get around certain aspects of imperfection. But as soon as you do that, man, always remember, you know what I said every single time you guys get on a track, what you want to think about is, am I giving a good enough performance, and is the song good enough for, you know, the artist that you are inspired by, right? If they come across it, will they stop, take a listen, and, you know, take a liking to your stuff? And there are levels, right? If they like it and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? If you're lucky, you'll get mentioned, maybe. If they can remember you and they kind of see your content, you know, a few times and rock with it, right? They'll mention you at least in an interview or whatnot. If they rock with it in a even more profound way, they'll like try to get the instrumental, do a remix to your song, right? They're like, if you have a challenge or something like that out, they'll enter themselves, you know, within it. Or, you know, like in the case of Lil Nas X, right? He simply came out with Old Town Road. It ended up hitting the charts. People kind of hated. Throughout that hate, Billy Ray Cyrus wanted to show his support and got on a record with him or whatnot, right? And Billy Ray, classic country artist, someone who is very much like respected within the realm. But again, I understand all sides. I understand why people hate it as well, because I looked at it like it's not a traditional kind of country record. You don't have live instruments and stuff. So most of the country artists you hear, like, yeah, they have a band. They know how to play guitar. They get out there and really like take on the elements. And so if you're absent of those, there's always going to be that slight discrepancy, and that includes even when we're rappers and we get on stage. If we're rapping to our records, people can hear all our vocals and stuff. Like, it's the equivalent of just like doing kind of karaoke. So we need to figure out the ways to bring as much of a true live performance. Think the Tiny Desks and what you see from some of your favorite artists. You know those songs, but now you're getting to see, oh shit, they got real trumpets there. They got real guitars. There's a DJ as well as a pianist and all this, you know, stuff. And it just brings anyone. I am telling you, man, I do not like Trippie Redd, but I fucked with his Tiny Desk because you get to see the true essence of any artist performing. Everything's live. It's no, you know, just let me just play the record, right? And that is important. I feel like if you truly want to impress people, like, that's the way to go. Is that, is it freezing for anyone else? Yeah, let me know. Should be completely fine, you know, on this, and let us know what you're. Let it know what you hear. What'd you say? Nice setup, Dork. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. He said, okay. Let me see if there's a lot of just send. What do you say? Just send your now. How should I go back a little bit? Should I get back real quick? Let me go back. Let me go back real quick. Hold on. What'd you say? He said, I wrote this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want you guys. Hold on. Let me do this. What up, Corey? What up, Corey? Listen, on my show, we will appreciate you often for the smallest things. If you can simply write your record, I look at you as more of a professional, right? I want you guys to get used to really having a structure, right? I get the free mind way of thinking. Let me just come at it, throw on the beat, do whatever. But there are many times where you'll say the same thing 100 times. Not only on the same record, but throughout many of the records, because you're just going off of the top. But when you're writing, you literally have the ability to think about every line, not only you've ever said, lines that you've heard from other artists, and really try to top yourself and be like, okay, I've said and I've talked about this. What are things that I haven't talked about yet? What does the beat make me think about? You want to give yourself as much time as possible. If you rush through things, like, it's never as good of a song. It'll be okay. It'll be a little something, but I'm telling you, you want to make classics, we have to get back to people respecting music itself, the art of it, you know, all of that. Let me see what you were saying. But yeah, I appreciate that, the writing. I appreciate live performances. I appreciate, you know, as much as you guys can go through, really, you know, without, you know, punching in most cases. Real vocals, very little auto-tune, you know, just because you never want to hide behind an effect and things like that. Let me see, and I hope y'all enjoy the new. Danny Ray, I think she had sent a skip or two. We'll see what's up. He said, when should I start? Whenever you are ready. Whenever you're ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, virtual DJ is fine. Listen, I remember using this back in the day, just as a music fan, right? This is how crazy it is, man. Just like back in the day, just simply as a fan of music. I didn't make music just yet, but messing around with virtual DJ, and within that, just it was really, you know, messing around with the effects and, you know, really putting my playlist, you know, together on there. But now today, with both, you know, me making music now and then the review show and all that, there's so many dope aspects and ways that you can use it that, of course, I didn't really think about back in the day. So there's that. Let me see what we got. Let me forget what we got, shit. Let me forget what we got, shit. Up. Let me stop. Thank you for the like, appreciate that. Shout out to Sprite, the MC, in the building. You said it was just me. What happened, man? We can't see you. What happened? Why am I on this page still? Seriously? You son of a bitch. Explosion. Man. Y'all should have just said something immediately. But maybe that's where the, oh nice, virtual DJ. We can see you.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
The new album by Kid Capri. With ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let me throw this. Dirty Dan, you up? Shout out to Ash Flowers. Thank you. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Okay, this is Dirty Dan with intro. We are in the free line.
Look. The only crime I commit is me just being me. They see the worst in me, it hurts deep down and curses me. She don't like purses cheap, I blew her bag on working things. Put on my working feet, collect the trap and purchase rings. I might just burst that beam like just because of worthless dream. The feds gon' lurk the scene while trolls and haters surf the screen. This shit ain't what it seems, I'm out here doing other things. This what the trouble brings, you cross me once, I'm double mean. I'm not no Mr. Clean, but still use up the Listerine. This shit can get obscene, but itching, I'm a fucking fiend. I couldn't pour up green, that's not no lean, that shit's a scheme. Breaking money habits, dirty, really charging fees. Give me larger cheese, less harder weeks. We was talking deep, gotta starve to eat. Trying to target me, bitch, I'm large and mean. And I stay outside, not far up street. Dirty gone nuts in a mental crisis. Moving like I'm ISIS, lot of murder devices. Chopping that shit, I cut up slices. Always feeling lifeless, so I roll the dices. Genius Albert Einstein, take them back in timeline. Can't ever hear them yapping while they talking on the sideline. Bitch, this is prime time. Told them follow guidelines. Ain't pussy, but just like a cat. Yeah, I got 9 lines.
dirty bitch, doing dirty shit. I don't give a fuck, that dirty switch will make his body twitch. And I'm down to catch a homie, bitch, unload the Tommy clip. Pay my hitman a deposit slip, he bout to bomb his whip. You can label me a terrorist, I'm well aware of it. Got the secrets, I'm not sharing it, they be declaring it. Get the drop and then we airing it, rock out like Maryland. You and me, there's no comparison, bitch, I get arrogant.
You just shot all of your listeners, man. Like, now who's gonna live to tell the tale of the dope song, man? Oh snaps! Huh, that was easy. I was finna do all kinds of stuff. Honestly, it wasn't bad, right? I did want a few changes from the overall production. There were a little more things that I think I would do, and then somebody in the chat, I think one of you guys said, you know, beat needs to be way better or something like that, right? I agree, right? Like, again, it's a nice start, right? And I feel like sometimes, like, we get into a, like, as we're making the song, where the hell did my other one go? As we're making a song, and you know, sometimes we produce kind of our own stuff, right? So we'll find maybe a loop or just something kind of like we want to get our ideas out as quick as possible, you know, and just try to at least minimalize it at the start. I think the mistake is just not going back in. Like, if you did also produce it, right, you have the ability as a producer to go back in, add some things at certain parts, more melodies, take out the drums at certain sections, which we did, you know, kind of hear, you know, a little bit. But there are a lot more things that can happen. However, I will say it's only an intro, right? So that is the excuse I will let you have, not only for it being a little bit shorter, but the, you know, more or less like repetition within that the production, right? You know, a little some, nothing too crazy, ain't nothing that bad. And you know, it felt like you felt that beat, a little bit of a slower kind of flow, nothing too crazy in terms of, you know, rapping fast like a Crazy Bone or Ludacris, you know, in the half and half. I think it would be, I mean, it would have been nice to hear, you know, you and a few features on this beat, kind of seeing what different styles would have done to it. That's also another way to add a certain level of variation to a record. If you're gonna, you know, for anyone who, like, let's say you attack the record in a very repetitive way, right? You do it, as long as you do it one way and then the next artist does it a whole different way, like, there has to be some kind of variation, and some songs will need a lot more. The features have different voice signatures. They have different artists who are going to attack it, you know, differently. They may want to do some more melodic or something like that, right? And it'll keep the listener engaged or whatnot. Changing speeds, changing energies, that does it too. So, you know, you can start off very like, I'm whispering, to then actually, you know, kind of talking, you know, while rhyming, to then, you know, actually having your personality, you know, start to slowly come out. Energy gets in there. By the end, you're aggressive, you know, maybe even yelling. Maybe it turns into a whole heavy metal track or whatnot, right? There are ways to really amaze people musically while also getting everything that you want to, you know, kind of lyrically out there or whatnot. But not bad. What do you say, unless you lose your files or whatnot? And then fire emojis on that. Means I ain't skipping, you know what I'm saying, ain't worth it or whatnot. Is yeah, Eminem needs work. We said F it, I'm sitting another with my vocals, see how this goes or whatnot. Well, the thing is, right, here's the thing. So one of the other benefits that you do get if you skip is, because, you know, if like it does sound if something happens and it's just too crazy, right? Mix wise or performance wise, when people are like, nah, are we for real just gonna listen to this whole thing? Sometimes it's just, there's so much work that needs to be done. So if it happens to be one of those, then we're in the free line, people will hashtag Dorky don't play that, and we'll have to cut it. But the skips do allow you to, like, we're here, we got to give you the undivided attention. Maybe there's a great part towards the end of the record that we don't get to here or whatnot, but we'll be more obligated to go through that. Plus you help us get closer to doing the giveaways and stuff like that on the show. It all depends on you, but no pressure. And you know, I'm still excited to be able to see what you sent. So keep doing your thing. All right, man. J-Dub, let's go ahead and get you in. What do you say? Brandon, what up, what up, what up? Thank you for the likes, by the way, over here on the TikTok side. We are literally live on all platforms, man. Make sure that you guys follow us on everything. And, you know, get yourselves a seat, man. We here. I'm here. I'll be here all night, y'all. Listen now. Hold on. Let's go into this. Trying to make sure that I can.
I feel like something that you hold.
Boy 50.
If you need to cut it, then cut it, man.
What up, brave?
I just get so high sometimes. Roll up, then I rewind. I be out of my fucking mind. Love myself, but it's so hard to find. Locked in this curse, yeah, I call it earth. Can somebody tell me what really is my worth? Or am I just stuck here, left in my hurt? Or maybe I'm better off left in a hearse. I just get so high sometimes. Roll up, then I rewind. I be out of my fucking mind.
You get better, man.
It's so hard to find. Locked in my mind, yeah, I've been doing worse. Sit back and wonder if my life will work. Demons in the shadows, yeah, they sit and lurk. Somewhere. I just get so high sometimes. Roll up, then I rewind. Fucking mind. Love myself, but it's so hard to find. I'm trapped in my mind, nowhere to go. These thoughts pull me under, sinking so low. I'm fighting the darkness, but it still will grow. Feels like I'm burning inside a mental glow. I just get so high sometimes. Roll up, then
it's probably the best melodic record that you've done so far, man.
Out of my fucking mind.
He came into his own.
But it's so hard to find.
Did it really matter where I'm about to go? A lot of times, man, I'm cold like a popsicle. And y'all know that if you want me to freaking good up on your record and I'm about to freaking drop a flow, I'm freaking cool. I don't know what the hell I'm about to do, but the frog will go and hopping. So freaking hop. Alright. Good job, sir. Good job. Outside of just a few things in terms of the mix, right? Certain effects, certain, polish to make it sound a little bit more professional. I feel like structure-wise, melody-wise, like you finally kind of cracked a little bit of the code, right? For people who don't know, right? We always got to go through the history. So a lot of, at least when he started sending to the show, His melodies always kind of felt like they were all over the place. It felt very random. It felt like he was freestyling everything, and it also had just like way too many punch-ins, right? And it didn't really feel like he knew just like where the record, you know, should go. And you know, I appreciate melodies, but I need them to have a certain structure. And there are like when it comes to like music theory, there are notes, tones that sound good together, melodies that sound good in sequence as they're being played, you know, throughout a record. And so often when you're making something, it's a little bit about finding those. Other times you can break some of the rules and you know, find other ways to be a little, you know, different. But I appreciate what you did there, man. Listen, you know, I want to say they're gamers up there because that's exactly what they're doing. But my God, calm down. But yeah, there's a lot of you know, potential with this one, right? We think about you guys performing your records with live instruments. Anytime you hear one of those things in the record, just imagine it that much more, right? Someone just playing the acoustic guitar and then you know, just kind of him singing that song, or him like, look, I mean, ain't no other way to truly impress people than like you being able to play an instrument. Like people won't expect that from us, like especially when it's a rapper. They just kind of expect us to be able to do one thing only. So it does pay to really start to learn a lot of things over time, right? As much as we just want to do one thing, make it a little bit easier on us, I feel like to learn the business, to learn music theory and you know, a few instruments, you know, here and there, different things will also kind of make you respect what a lot of other people do. When you see how you know, some will be able to go in there and actually create while really trying to learn something. Like, it is often going to be one of the hardest things for some. Let me go ahead and get back into the line up right about now, and we'll see what some of you guys were saying real quick. Video content, yeah. So all I do is just keep doing it right, and don't be afraid to share it, right? That's indeed. And then what'd you say? And I like your stuff on YouTube. Can I use your most recent one as a sample? And then let me see, you go on a kid, you do you. Oh, he was talking to Danny Ray and stuff like that, man. Hey, that's what's up, man. I can't wait to see that. Be sure to come to the show and, you know, premiere that one right there. When it comes to, what'd you say? Hold on. Okay, so he just started rapping. Not the artist that we're listening to, right? But like Decoded is a producer. He sent a lot of dope beats to the show and has shown that he can get into a lot of different genres and whatnot. Very recently, he's started getting on, you know, some of his beats and just trying to be an artist himself and whatnot. And there is gonna be a rough start for some, right? But what I will say is, it is something that I do recommend a lot of producers do. Like, you need to practice and really learn what it means to really be an artist and get to that. Because like, once you can do it, even just for yourself, then you can get into writing songs for other artists as well. Like, you'll know how many bars, you know, one might say, you know, in a thing. You'll know exactly what type of artist will get on a certain beat. And so just making sure that you know, practice that. And I always say, take inspiration from those that came before. All of the producers slash artists who do have, you know, they're on beats. They're either rapping on certain verses or singing on other songs. Pharrell is very much like that, half and half for sure. You know, Timberland, a little bit of a half and half. You know, Kanye, also a little bit of a half and half. And Joel. Honestly, though, I don't think I haven't heard like Kanye, at least openly. I haven't heard Kanye like producing other artists sort of like moments in a cool minute. I feel like, right? There was a time where it was like, oh man, he produced some dope for like De La Soul and Mos Def and Common and you know, and there were many artists, and then eventually had the, you know, good music thing. And you know, like I still want to see what that man does as a producer. Let me see if we can get back into our lineup.
Nonsense and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view when I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
Hey, I'm Jasper, we got you up right here. The skull that rose. The skull that rose. Let me just open it down here. Open it up. Close this one. The skull that rose. This is a SoundCloud link. Come on now. I ain't even got no one. You ain't got it though. There's a lot of times in the hospital where you know what I'm finna drop a flow. People know that I don't even know if I'm at home or I'm in the tropic though. But I don't know if I am tropical. Freaking there's a lot of time where I will freaking rap about one thing then change the topic, bro. There's a lot of time where I'm flopping so freaking don't know what the hell I'm about to say. But you know what? You are about to get robbed and in your ass will try to like run away, but you won't go so fast, cause people like Sonic and shit. When I be smoking on weed, it's always on chronic and shit. And all of y'all know that, like, I just always gotta go spit. And y'all know that I'm always on some hypnotical shit. Like, I don't know if I'm just changing it. Don't know what this is or like where that you even taking it. All the freaking beats that I'm eating, it's like the bacon grits that I would have on plates and shit every single day and shit. I don't even know what to do nor what to say to this, and every single day like I find a beat and I play with it, and people also like, hey dog, I don't know what the hell to do, but can I take a photo? I'm like, yo bro, like it's cool, you know what, you could do it, but do it right now. I got issues and I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But a lot of people like, you need to make sure you got tissue, cause this one was a little bit low, man. I will say that. The lower the beat, the lower the energy that the artist, I think, will try to get off. Because there was this slight hesitance I had to wanna oh my gosh. Hold on, what the frick? You scared the crap out of me, man. There was a slight hesitance I had to, you know, even get in there or whatnot. I mean, and look, if it's something that's really made to be more of a background kind of situation, right? Like that's fine as well, right? Just a little bit of a, you know, as like you think about waiting music, you think about like lo-fi or something that just is played. Again, there are some pieces of production, right? And then like it will have an artist, it'll have all this stuff where it's made to like bring your attention completely to it. And like there's nothing it plays, and if someone is trying to have dialogue over that beat, then like you good luck trying to pay attention to it because you're just gonna hear the thing in the background or whatnot, right? Then there are some that like, no, it's perfect for being played, having a little bit of dialogue, and still having the music that fits the scene in a background. And not everything works for everything. If you truly watch TV shows and movies, you'll see that certain scenes will have like a musical score, somebody either playing on a keyboard, or you'll have an actual orchestra, different actual instruments and stuff like that. And then you'll have ones where it's legit a song. It's the soundtrack to, you know, something. Even when it comes to like remakes of bigger records, right? We've all heard the Grey's Anatomy, you know, or the drama type shows that every time, you know, they gotta have something that's a remake of like a Coldplay record, or like, you know, something that we know out there, but a slightly different version. It's someone playing on the piano. The versions of your own songs that I say that you guys still need to do yourselves. And there's that part of me that is literally, you guys got to do it. You guys have to do it yourselves often before other people do it. Cause I just thought about that, right? Like, would I rather be the artist that was licensed for the record, right? I mean, licensed for like the TV show, the movie, whatever, right? So that way it's being played on it. Or would I rather be the song that another artist did the cover of, and so people will still know like, oh, it's a cover of the song, and you know, they'll be able to track it back to me, but it's simply, you know, the opposite credits. And often they'll do that when they, for the actual artists, they'll try to do that to make it cheaper. If there's someone who's done that, like that acoustic version of your song or whatever, right? You know, which again, we gotta get in there. What do you say? Is it digital? What kind of soundboard do you use? Yeah. So I got a lot of different effects, but I have a few different things that I will use. I don't really want to move this, but you may have heard of the Stream Deck, right? So I have like two different options, right? I use some of Virtual DJ, and then I also use I can basically put anything on whatever button, right? So if I want to change the scene for what like people on YouTube and Twitch and things like that see, can do that. But then also, right, I have certain buttons for these sound effects. Hold on. See, that's why I didn't want to move it.
I told you.
Let me unplug and replug it back in. And then also come back over here. Give me a second. But then like, so when I do this, if I'm using my keyboard, this one's directly in like the program I'm playing like music out of. If I'm gonna go, I have a few other things.
Please send your records to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com or get ready to die. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, I multitask around here, man.
Breaking news. Your music is the worst thing since sniffing Lizzo's armpit while sipping on a glass of pickled doo-doo juice.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, but yeah, about that Jasper, I thought it was decent. It just has more of a background music kind of feel or whatnot, right? So what does that mean, man? That like an artist can hop on it or not, and I think we would be fine, right? So whether it's something for a video game, and there are some games too where they will have just the dialogue, and so you got to read that as it comes up, but then they have background music as, you know, you're in that menu or whatever it might be. So we always got to think about that. Let me see what we got. Danny Ray, we got your freelance submission. I do cherish you. I do cherish you. It's not what she does, but hey, now what she did? Is that what you do? Let me see. Said I've lost 3 years of beats.
Come on, baby, tell me how you feel.
I can relate. Lost 300 beats, right? Basically, took everything from my hard drive, put it on CD. Hard drive then died, right? Didn't even know that was gonna happen, but hard drive died, and then I lost that CD, right? The suckiest part though is when you make beats back to back, right? And I did like 50 back to back within like 30 minutes. Eventually decided to go back and listen to all that I had made and be like, man, yeah, let's go see. And all of them were corrupted, right? And that was the worst thing. And then we're like, you know, those moments will truly test you and really, you know, give you that feeling of, okay, do I truly want to do this? Because these are the things that are going to happen. You're gonna go and try to perform live certain places. Maybe you have your beat on a hard drive, a flash drive, something like that. If you don't format that for the right thing, that happened to me, man. Literally, it wasn't I forgot I had to format it for Mac. I didn't know that the DJ was gonna have a MacBook, and so it wasn't even popping up for him, right? It was just like I guess formatted for Windows. So I had to have my homie kind of like email me my freaking song, and I felt like crap because I couldn't really do the record the way I wanted to. And it does give you lessons though, just as like, you know, how to be prepared. All right, so back to it. You got to get back up.
Come on, baby, tell me how you feel. I wanna know that your feelings are for real. It's time to show me your emotions. Put your work in, get devoted. If you give me your all, you'll be promoted. I put it down, show you all my emotion. We can get this rolling. You and I, we be glowing. We looking up on better days. We gonna see brighter ways. If you take a chance with me, boy, but you forever wanna stay, you'll be hooked on me like phonics calling out my name. Boy, let's be honest, Danny Ray, no other chick be on it. I'm telling you, boy, I'm the one for you. Let's be for real, so show me how you feel. I do cherish you. I do, I do, I do. I do love you. I do, I do, I do. I do.
So right there at the end, that probably would have went, I do, I do, I do. I would have done that. You see how slightly changing certain variations.
Really, really love you, boy. You got me so stuck on you.
Like I want to be in the studio with you so bad, just to.
But with you it's different, it ain't the same. I see a future, a real connection, more than just
physical attraction. So let's build a foundation strong and true. We're trusting honesty, see us through. I'm laying my cards on the table. What about you? Let's make this a reality, me and you. I do cherish you. I do, I do, I do. I do love you. I do, I do, I do. I do really, really love you. Boy, you got me so stuck on you. Put nothing above you. I do.
You either do or you don't. You either will or you won't. I'm gonna hop out that car and then go hop in a boat. And then you know when hey. That was Danny Ray with I Do Cherish You. So, again, I appreciate the growth that I get to see in all of you guys when you send to the show, right? Especially those of you who do try to test yourself within different genres, right? A lot of her first stuff was just like mainly rap stuff. And then eventually she would do more melodic songs. And being able to see how far you can take it, right? I'm always the advocate for variation. So again, if I'm engineering you, if I'm like, you know, listening to you record the song, I'm an engineer that will guide you and basically tell you, like, why not, okay, try it like this, right? You want to do different takes and then really be able to pull from those, and then you can hear and decide what sequences are the best. But I definitely, any of this section where it's just in that like, if you're basically still in that same note after a certain time, it starts being monotone. It doesn't matter what tone you're doing. If it's the same thing and it doesn't change, that's basically what makes it monotone. Most monotone records, people do hear the artist in a lower tone, and so it has this addition of being one tone, but then also kind of boring because of the energy not going anywhere. You at least are doing something a little bit higher on that, but like, I still would change it. I would add harmonization that could take it into certain places and things like that. But you're also coming into your own as well. Like, slowly but surely, there are different records that you're starting to, you know, figure out and, you know, show people what you can do. So keep that up. Peep that pop lop, don't knock, no op, don't knock, no op, no scop skull. What do you say? Very grateful to have you on one of my beats, man. That was that one of your beats, Dakota? Did she hop on I know she's hopped on potentially like one or two, right? But I was wondering if that was one of them. So I gotta shoot my skip soon, but gotta put the boy to bed. Tell him I said, hey, nice Azugas. Have you showed them Little Rascals? We got $1. We got $1. We got $1. Hey. Oh my gosh, man. That'll still be a classic. Still be a classic, man. Let me see what we got. Let me see what we got. Tell me I'ma eat pizza. We could tell you that we are Tamika. Is this here's Johnny?
It's Johnny. Hey, oh, hey, it's Johnny. It's Johnny.
Hold on, let me plop this in and we shall continue. Make sure you guys hit that share, tag, and artist.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.
Clear runway. Okay.
All that good stuff.
All right, Jim, bring him in.
Come on, gang. Let's get her. Battery on. Moving. Let's go.
It was almost like, what?
one.
Here's Johnny. Yeah.
Militant.
Not everyone wants to plug in the street. Most need grub to eat. Succumb to defeat. Trey put you away. Snub to your beat. Lunch with the elite. Get you touched for free. Glocks get clutched and squeezed. Walk with a bump like I got a busted knee. Crush the weed. Dump the bloods, gust the seed. Fuck with me, got the brain size of a mustard seed. What you makes must believe. I use a weed man, but you touching geese. Put the gun to his knees, tell him run if he please. Still need a plug on the trees. Hustle in the jungle with thieves. Bullets rip through your muscles with ease. Get your jugular cleave. Good price cover the fee. You fools whatever you wanna believe. You fools whatever you wanna believe. That's facts though. Yeah, yeah. Big Johnny shoot the gun straight, open the pinions, get your tongue laced, loading up a gun late, pray I don't catch a gun case. My militant mind got me up late, said my militant mind got me up late.
Can't sleep, dog.
My militant mind got me up late.
Damn. Fuck. All these thoughts. Militant mind got me up late since upstate. Can't escape the trait. These fuck face fake niggas with no place. Plugs with low weight. Fuck the cops, grab the work, go for the fire escape. Been running for so long, rips is on the gate. So I'ma give him a chase, cause I ain't catching no gates. Now dodging bullets, shit, the taser don't even face. Niggas can't relate. Fuck niggas better stay back. Machete get clapped.
Yeah. Big Johnny shoot the gun straight, open the pinions, get your tongue laced, loading up a gun late, pray I don't catch a gun case. My militant mind got me up late, said my militant mind got me up late. My militant mind got me up late.
My militant mind got me up late. So I like that right there, man. Here's Johnny, right? Residential battle rapper, essentially. At least that's what I, look at him as, right? Even though he doesn't send battles, he sends records. I always look at him as that type of artist, right? Missing member of Griselda, right? There's another aspect freaking there. And he's very consistent across the board with those, kind of beats or whatnot. But they'll also, at times, be different. You'll have things that some, not all, but some beats, not everyone will, hop on. Because, again, some people are trying to make club records, this and that. It really depends on the song that you're trying to do. I feel like for people who really want to rap, to bar it up, to have some storytelling aspects, and to be often, very abstract, you're gonna pick things that sort of put you in there, right? I've always liked your beat selection, though. Like, I felt like you make sense every time. I'm like, man, like I would have hopped on that, right? And then with you, there are a lot of ones that I would have hopped on as well, but are on the opposite side. They're very abstract, and I often wonder where like the sample is from. That's another way to know if what you are doing is at least kind of decent or whatnot, right? You want to know if you're worthy of the overall beat or whatnot. You did have a feature on there, and I feel like he did his thing as well. That's another thing when you guys are doing any features together. There are some who are like, they aight, right? It'll sound like you just got the homie on something, but making sure that you pretty much put the right situations, you know, together will always inspire people to want to get in there, right? And then shout out, man. I appreciate you guys for still making music or whatnot, right? Each year, you know, it gets, the industry, you know, seems to get worse. Just like, you know, music seems like it's at a standstill within certain arenas. You know, you feel like it's going in different directions, right? But I feel like it just needs its heartbeat to be resuscitated, man. I feel like it's been at a, do they call it a catatonic state? You know, basically in a coma, but it's still alive. It's still alive out there, and it needs a good amount of people who really do want to truly make real music, who want to bring out a lot of their personalities, to actually try to bar it up, to show you that, you know, again, not to do whatever to any beat, to really be like, okay, if I'm on this beat, you know, I need to earn the keep of people kind of wanting to listen to it. I see that skip, Danny Ray. And I'll put you on and Fresh. What up, dog? What do you say, man? You know what I'm saying? Hard work, but it sells for real, man. Yep. Good money but long hours, man. Indeed, man. And what do you say? He said, man, now that's getting it out the mud. 100. What do you say? How's the insurance sales? I was here's Johnny. Let me see. Okay. Trying to sell these tape and CDs, my man. I like that. I like that physical aspect. Again, bring all those things back, right? He said, I think you said you sold out of the vinyl. That's always something good to see happen. And you know, often, like, we got to sell ourselves, man. Not like, you know what I mean, man. Sell yourself. Show people what you can do, right? The music is one way, so you can have it, you can play it on a speaker, you know, walk around with it, whatnot. People like it. Then you have the physical copies. You got t-shirts, you got to get merch, all that good stuff. But also simply going somewhere and then, you know, kind of just performing in different aspects, right? You have, like, you know, the mini, if someone can somehow, you know, you're a very different type of artist, right? And I believe you are a sample heavy based artist. But if there are still ways to somehow get into your records with a basic piano or acoustic guitar, like, those are things that the listeners, I think, would be interested in and whatnot. It would be very challenging to see certain things have different sounds. They're like samples. Certain things are even taken from, like, maybe what seems like an old TV show and then, like, turned into a beat. So there's that. How do you feel about having albums pressed to vinyl? So, like, I would still do it. Again, I feel like anything that you can have today that is going to be able to give people something to truly appreciate you, like, you have something that you can sign, they really want you to, and also I feel like it promotes, like, the perfect form of nostalgia for vinyl specifically. Like, it's a sound that if you have a vinyl, a record player basically, and you're able to see the sound that it puts out, and just like the perfection of that crackle with the music, there's just something different about it when you're playing things in that way. And then DJs, they need it, right? Obviously, like, we're more upgraded this era, so they can still use touch screens and all this other stuff, but I feel like there are some who are purists and they will still want the actual vinyl. and you know, the music files, like they're definitely gonna appreciate that. So I'd do it, right? But you got to put money into everything. You got to make sure that whatever projects you do that with, you know, again, have that merch. Make sure the sound and everything is obviously clean, and make it fun. Shoot, tapes wouldn't be bad either. At this point, it's just, okay, how can I make what I'm doing look cool or whatnot? What's the color of the album cover? Can I make the tape that color? Can I make the vinyl record that color? Yes, you can. Certain ones will probably charge you a little bit more, but there are ones out there that will, you know, do you one custom and stuff like that. And then that's another way to get the limited edition. Do one for yourself, and then like maybe 10, 20 for you know, others or whatnot. And then you can also have, like, you know, some of the made to order kind of vinyl you know, shops do a little something or whatnot. Overall, like, it's up to you how you want to do things. And if there's a limited amount of space, like, make special versions, maybe EPs, like certain versions of the albums that can only be picked up in vinyl, right? Maybe there's different production in there and stuff like that. Yeah, do that, man. I can't wait to see what you do there. All right, let me go ahead and set this up so we can stop.
Searching for the master sword. You guys are really bad at spitting rhymes, and you ain't real and have no skills, and so I mastered yours. I could have been killed running past the horde of zombies when I crashed the car that four magic dwarves. And man, you know how all these bastards are. I'm like Aladdin when he trapped Jabbar inside a lamp for acting hard when all he had to do was spit a rapper, just beatbox to go distract the guards. I got 100 rupees planted on my MasterCard.
That's right.
Make me taste a chicken, take it, make it, take a listen to my new mixtape and mention it to other.
Wait, did you send it yet?
I'll take a sword and stick it into any dude who's out there pillaging and raping women. Don't make me make it that ain't the mission. I used to date this fat girl who I brought.
I gotta get the freaking records first. You gotta make sure you send them, Danny Ray. I guess I'll hold them off until then. That way it won't, you know what I mean? Send them though. And then cause she was like, let me see. Is that oof? Here we go. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoy. I hope when we get it. I'll wait if you want, but send that till we can get to it. Want to be able to listen to the record and sift through it. Be like, I just wanted like somebody to sniff glue with. I also what are you dang? So I think I had my last album printed up in 2012. Do you still have it? Do you still have it? So it's all about having merch. Like, I'm still sending people autographed CD covers from a mixtape I made in 2018. Man, is it one of the ones that you sent like in the beginning? Like in the beginning when, you know, obviously I was an artist. I came to Whistle Review. We were doing that. You had songs back then, and I remember, you know, you having a lot of earlier records that you would send from like SoundCloud, right? So were any of those? And what'd you say? You said, man, it's online. I know it's online now, but we were talking about the physical copy though. You know what I mean? You still want to be able to plop that in a vinyl, right? So yeah, Danny Ray, get your thing in. In the meantime, I think I will, just to be safe, we'll jump back in the free. All right, let me see. James Hurley, Evolution. You said I have it in storage, I think, man. Man, when you put things in storage, do you have to pay like a monthly or yearly fee? Like, how do those things usually work? Because my mind always thinks about like how we can budget things in the right way, right? And my mind never felt okay with like, okay, if I have to pay some other rent to keep my stuff at some other place, you know, it almost feels. And then because you know what happens when you aren't able to pay, and then your stuff is just somebody else's, right? But I guess it depends, man. There's always those things that like we pass down, you know, from different things. Maybe we can't fit it in certain places that we're in. Let me see. Did I download it? Evolution. Here we go.
Yo, this chick bad, I'm living like my shoes split. Hard doing splits, and letting the gymnast doing backflips. Told her she my sunshine, even when the moon lit. She sweeter than the syrup on the waffle when the food hits. Got me tongue tied, trying to sing a name of music notes. She a distraction, now I'm swerving off the damn road. She a masterpiece, Bob Ross couldn't brush that. Fell in love so fast, got a wife her in a hot sex. Said I'm groovy, yeah, I own it. Yeah, but my lips deep like the ocean. Ain't no potion, ain't no spell. Girl, you got me under. Well,
forever my boo. I'll always love you. Through the highs, through the lows, I see it all through.
Yeah.
Oh, forever my boo. Girl, it's just us two. No matter the weather, I'm sticking like glue.
You a puzzle piece, perfect fit, no edges rough. I'm the king of the castle, but my queen tough.
We're gonna have a little bit of a conversation, right?
Catch my breath quick, girl. I'm addicted to you like the chips after the last dip. Take the password to my soul, no hacker could crack this. Got me cheesing so hard, it's like my face practice. Told her she the real, then I just kind of clearance. Her love like a concert, and I'm here for the
forever
appearance.
my boo. I'll always love you. Through the highs, through the lows, I see it all through. Oh, forever my boo. Girl, it's just us two. No matter the weather, I'm sticking like glue.
There's a lot of time for you wanna listen. I don't even know what I'm gonna listen. People probably figure know that I'm a dipshit. I also want to tell you that I corrected, but alright. So honestly, I feel like one more verse, you know, at least for me, would really top it off nicely, right? It feels like a song that could be out there or whatnot. You titled it a remix though, right? So it's potentially, you know, just that, right? You kind of doing a remix of another artist's song or whatnot. It did bring a question to my mind though too, of like, how do we feel? Like, I know how we feel towards like samples, right? And like everybody still loves when, you know, we get in there, we sample sort of like records, speed up the beat, slow it down, chop up certain sections. Like people still love that. But you know, when it then comes to clearing those samples in a lot of cases so we can monetize the record, there's always like a lot of different steps depending on whose record you are sampling, all that good stuff. And you know, you just gotta go through those. But in this era of AI, you see a lot more artists kind of making an AI chorus and then kind of building a beat around that, and then being an artist as the verses, right? And my mind always goes to two places. The first one is, you know, it is a little bit of a benefit because you don't have to worry about the the licensing and being sued and all that stuff if you don't take the right thing. Because like at worst your record gets big and then the artist basically sends you a cease and desist to like remove the record from all sales. You have to, forfeit, what you've earned, or if they let you keep it up, you just continue to owe them anything that you earn for that record or something like that, right? But it's a good way to get around that, I suppose, is the AI things. However, I'll then always go into this place of, but like, what if we want the actual artists we're hearing to like perform the record? And if they're not someone, if they're not a person doing it, how are we gonna feel about that, right? Do we feel some type of way that, because we still hear a chorus, we still hear the general idea of the song, but when they get on stage, who's gonna be up there with them if they have the opportunity to kind of bring up, real people, backup singers and all that? I suppose you could get somebody random, but it then makes me think about when we had like it's the Thuggish Rockish Fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that song and her. Like, that she was a real person, and it made me want an album from her specifically, right? And I don't want to know really what we would be feeling today if AI was, sort of out and allowed back then. And, that's basically what some artists would do. I always liked that there was a realness, that you did want to get an actual singer to and on the record, and maybe they just started off as that kind of artist. Maybe they weren't even a real artist just yet, and they were just, hey, you got a voice, man, can I get you on my chorus and get you to sing on that? They did that, people loved it, and then they get the bug to become an artist and put records and albums and things like that out there. But you only really get there if you if you take that initiative, man. What do you say? He said it's hard to find female singers that wanna record. Bro, do you know how many? Bro, I got entire playlists of artists that come to the show, right? The gold mine is us. Is hitting up review shows and simply asking the question. Like, look, watch this right quick, right? Before we put Danny Ray in, and like, she sings too, so there's already that. But I have playlists that I always build from the artists who do sing. Rachel Ray.
Hey baby, I've been missing on you a lot lately, but you got that ooh la la that I like. Plus you say that I'm a D-type. I put it on you whenever you come around, cause when you see me do whatever makes me smile. Ooh, can't nobody do me like you do. Ooh.
Right. We have Santa, of course, always put hers in. She has an amazing voice herself.
Tell me, was it worth it? I really hope that she is perfect, cause you acting like you're so in love, like you don't think about what we was. And I can't lie, it hurt it. You need an Oscar, boy, you earned it.
What up, Allie?
Cause you acting like it would be us, so why are you with her?
She has that power.
Really go and get my
we have
lick
616.
Promise lasts forever, what tastes sweeter than a get back. All the more up on me, so you see me, I'll be protected. Please excuse the sick boy, you got one hell of a kickback. I'm pulling up on you tonight. I said fuck the conversation in your head tonight. I'm pulling up on you tonight. I said fuck the common sense, I'm on your head tonight. I'm in the backseat, letting out the window wearing mask. Please just watch your head that you into.
Mickey Shiloh. Which, man, when I first heard this, I was like, okay, let me see where you going.
Got on nothing, Nikon, zoom in, get me going. I want
so many. There's Stephanie Virginia Boyd, Essence, Kate Melody, what's her name? What is her name? Late at night, you're always on my mind. I can't think of her name all of a sudden or whatnot. But we have a lot come to the show, and we're honored. We're honored that we get to hear as much talent. And keep it up. As I said, for all of you, do not stop. Don't let anybody kind of tell you otherwise. What we do as review shows is, we really try to find our favorite records, the ones, and then of course give you as much details to really how to market each thing that you send. And sometimes there may be reactions that we do may seem or feel a little bit harsh if we're cutting the record, or certain people just walk your record alongside a trash can or whatnot. But know that every one of those moments should motivate you to analyze and either make or send something better, right? Everyone has different opinions, and for each person, it's almost like you're playing a game of, all right, let me see which records I can get them to like the most. Everyone's going to be different. You're going to see that, literally. And Muggs, I always tell this story because you can vouch for it, right? Muggs, the first time he heard me, was like, I want to stick a pencil. I want to stick a pencil in my ears, like that, right? And then eventually, right, like he would, appreciate what I would do, as most people freaking do, to the point where I remember like the first few times you would just like post you playing my music and like rapping, the lyrics and stuff like that. Like those moments are the moments that we appreciate, because it shows like us being able to get people to come around. Then I remember Jake Bars, him saying that like he didn't like my song Really Really High at first, and then went back to it after the many other songs he did like from me, and he said like Really Really High suddenly became one of his favorites. So you just have to get people into the overall gist of what you do, then they can kind of go back and then sift through the things that they really feel. Anyways, 3-song back to back, we got that up, we already activated it. What, did we do it officially though? Nope, let me do it officially. I gotta hit that button again because we weren't able to put it all the way in.
Back up on my bullshit, trapped under the attic. I tried to think I'm grown, but then I'm still in the magic. I tried to race a car, then crash, flew into traffic, started acting like a fool, like Zach Galifianakis. Now see, I don't know what the hell's happening. I really like hacking things. I heard from the grapevine, you rappers like Vaseline. You all sound like you like to drink a lot of gasoline, fucking up the game like the Hulk when he's smashing things. Try to spend 5 nights at Freddy's and see if you survive, cause the 5 nights are deadly. A bunch of robots,
and then I see
I'm forgetting that you're gonna be scared like the night.
SM Kelly, I see yours too.
Try to spend 5 nights at Freddy's, and if you're still alive by the sunrise, you're ready. I know this job's dumb, but if you like my medley, then you can too survive, so there's no. So you can too survive, so there's no need to get tricked.
Let me stop. All right. So, first and foremost, Baby You Got Me. We have Baby You Got Me, Something About You, and Sorry. All these are from Danny Ray. You guys tell her which one is your favorite. If there's any work that needs to be done, anything that you guys would potentially do, use your engineer brains, man. Use a writer. There's a lot of freaking times where I just need to use a lighter. I don't even really know what I'm gonna do, but there's a lot of times where we can get into an argument and then we fight, but I don't.
I see truth when I look into your eyes. I see us when I gaze through time. Boy, you're innocent, you're a prize. You deserve all the love and sweet precious. You come for me first, you never put me down. Let me know when I'm acting a clown. I don't need to be jealous, I'm the one that's down. I'm your rider, your provider. As you are mine, we another. We hold each other up. We love deep, that's real love. What we got is priceless. Everyone be jealous because we got another. We're each other's destiny, we're meant to be. Yeah, you and me, baby. You're the only one-on-one I'm meant to be with. Boy, you got me, I'm wrapped in your love. Our love is endless, never give another up. We trapped in this love, forever that's what's up. Together forever, that's us. Baby, you got me, I'm the girl, your destiny. Baby, you got me, my love, my attention, you got me. Baby, you got me, I'm the girl, your destiny.
I want to make a suggestion. Baby, you got me, just asking me. Like that one, those notes instead. That's my only opinion right now.
Baby, you got me, all my love, my attention, you got me.
I see where you going. It's a time freaking. I don't know if I need me a boat when I gotta get in the ocean. I know that there's a lot of time where like I'm so ashy that I need to put on some lotion. I'm randomly rapping and I'm going in and out of energy. What the hell is happening? You know what? I could be freaking someone who would freaking sit up in the line for hours, then realize that I have a VIP and freaking try to skip it. People freaking in the chat, they freaking laughing at my freaking ass, man. You're tripping. A lot of times, you know, I'm black, so I really like chicken. I don't know what the how I'ma do, no, do I really know where I'ma stick it other than the freaking mouth like when I eat it. There's a lot of times you wanted to tell Michael freaking Jackson not to beat it, but you don't know what the hell that's even happening. But there's a lot of times like when I'm sitting trick-or-treating, I ain't got a lot of freaking things that I can say, a lot of video games that I know that I think I play, like when I'm freaking bored and everybody knows that I can get up on like any track you see me, man, I'm freaking hard and I don't even know if I need a hammer at all. I ain't freaking Thor, and there's a lot of times where I would sleep on floors or maybe on the couch, but I don't even really know if like you would ever freaking hate me so much that you wouldn't throw me out. But
baby, you got me, I'm the girl, your destiny.
You gave me too much
baby,
verse.
You got me, my love, my attention, you got me. Baby, you got me, I'm the girl, your destiny. Baby, you got me,
little bit fast.
love, my attention, you got me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Yeah, oh.
If you are new to this show, send a beat. Is it cool if I flow to it, man? You knew what I... All right, so as I was saying, as the song started, you know, like I do think that you have a nice voice, right? There are a lot of times where you get stuck in like doing a lot of layers and kind of adding the same tones within those layers, not enough harmonization where you're going in and adding a different tone. And you know me with variation, man. I don't care how many times I gotta say it. We'll talk about it when we hear it with each individual record. Give me a second. Okay. But with this, right, in that first verse, you know, like it's just one tone all the way through, right? Again, as I said earlier, no matter what tone you use, if you only are doing one, but it sounds like you're kind of trying to sing somewhat, but it's really one melody, maybe even two, it tends to feel a little bit more monotone. And it makes it look like you don't have enough ideas for whatever piece of production. Maybe you do just settle on one thing or another, but as a singer, we like the thing that you need to tap into simply just as an artist when you go into each song is like, look, most singers, whether it's a SZA, if it's an Aaliyah, if it was Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, doesn't matter who you name, Tyrese, freaking Tank, Joe, these singers, they love to sing, right? And their whole thing is, I need to show you that I know how to sing. So everything that you hear is gonna be something that makes you feel. You're gonna have to close your eyes because it makes you feel, right? And often, for anyone who makes any kind of melodic records, all you guys ever need to do is make sure that it's good, that you do the right melodies, because if they are something good, they will want to do a cover of your song. You will hear like Chris Brown or Keisha Cole or somebody, and they'll like do their version of your record. Maybe it'll be a live performance, maybe it'll be just a straight up cover or whatnot, but they'll pay you homage. However, if you don't do a lot of those things, a lot of people aren't going to want to follow that, right? Like putting it out as like a, you know, even with the karaoke, right? We love a record and we want to do it in a karaoke, you know, kind of thing or whatnot, because we know all the words and all that, but we still got to sing like the artist or better, or we're half drunk, so we're not really, you know. But think about everybody else who would sing your record very much like you did, but they're gonna be completely off key, right? And then when it comes to the chorus, I just felt like it was the wrong melodies, right words, right structure, wrong melodies, and kind of really listening to the melody that is within the beat and the keys that are there. It'll help you kind of figure out what are the right ones to do. Again, I saw almost immediately, I'm like, okay, yeah, she just needs to change where these melodies go, because as the like second tone started coming in, it felt like it was almost off key or whatnot. And so I'm like, okay, well, we need to figure out, either you change the beat to match what you're doing in that section, and that can also be something that is up to the producer to find out. Again, they'll know, most people who play and are classically trained, they'll know exactly what tones to change the production to make it something palatable to what you're doing, right? But then opposite of that is you making sure that you do what you're supposed to do. He said, Mr. Freshhead, he wants to hop on that. So, and then there's an open verse there. So we will see what you do. That will be interesting. Just leave your main and send it to me. We gotta see what's up. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got the second song from her up next. So I do covers, that's what's up.
There's something about you that lights up the night. A spark in your smile, everything feels right. When you walk in a room, the world fades away. It's like I'm in a dream where I wanna stay.
Okay.
It's a melody, it dances in the air.
There we go.
In a crowded room, I can't help but stare.
Come on.
The way that you move, it's a beautiful sight.
Okay.
Second with you feels like pure delight. Oh, there's something about you, a magic so true. Every little moment, I'm falling for you.
I'm running in slow motion in the video. Step forward into him.
Each word that you say, it just feels so strong. With every little glance,
I got you.
pull me right in. It's like I found a place where my heart can begin. Your touch is electric, it ignites a spark. In a world full of chaos, you're my calm in the dark. With you by my side, I can take on the fly. Every moment together feels so perfectly right. And when the stars shine, I'll hold you so near. With whispers of love, I'll always be here. Through the highs and the lows, we'll find a way through.
talking about, Daddy?
Will conquer, will never grow stale. There's something about you, a magic so true. Every little moment I'm falling for you. With every heartbeat, you're closer to me. There's something about you, that's where I wanna be.
All right. Now that's what I call an improvement. Because this is what I'm saying. People don't know that you know how to do something until they hear you do it. So if they hear any of the records where you're more or less just doing, you know, the one tone, you know, they kind of assume if they get you on a record that that's what you're going to do with a song that they, you know, get you on, right? But when you have the variation, it shows your ability and your range and where you can actually go and more ideas, right? On this one, you did see the variations throughout different parts. Again, roller coaster theory, right? The roller coaster theory when it comes to making music is that each section of your song is very much like a roller coaster. Roller coasters have different sections, you know? It has that sort of first you're starting off and then you're going, you know, you just start going up, right? Every roller coaster has if you can go up, or maybe you start off at the top and it just, you know, kind of goes down, right? But that variation of having a drop, different twists and turns. Maybe you go upside down. Maybe you go and do a loop going backwards, underground, having parts where, you know, there are, you know, certain lights or maybe something crazy. I've seen like VR coasters and stuff, not just the ones that are in VR, that you can go on pretty much at will, but that are attached to a real coaster, and then you're also in VR at the same time, which is, you know, genius, because then you get people to really feel what they're feeling in the headset and kind of be on a little bit of an adventure. The overall though, these freaking roof flies, man. Stop it, little roof flies, get out of my face. Let me see. We got, I think, one more from you. But good job on this one. We got to give it another clap. There's something about you doing more ballad-centric kind of records, and especially like if it starts to get a little bit more like alternative and things like that. Like I feel like you know, your vocals just sit nicely there. All right, so this one is called Sorry. Can you top yourself, or will it be a step backwards? What will it be? There's a.
Oh, I'm sorry for loving you. Oh, I'm sorry for having some baggage too. Oh, I'm sorry for loving you. Oh, I'm sorry for having some baggage too.
I'm consistent, right? Every episode.
See, I've been through a lot of past, yeah. I've got baggage, I'm still working on me. Trying to dig myself out of depression, see. You really don't know me, I haven't opened up completely. See, I'm falling off of you. Think pieces though. See, boy, I don't wanna lose you, but with me it takes more patience. So know that I'm working on digging in deep, fighting my own demons and with barriers around me. If you let me take it slow, build as I grow, maybe then in time you really know. Let's take this as slow as we can go. Yeah, please, no, boy, I don't wanna ever let you go. Oh, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for loving you. But I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for having some baggage too. But I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for loving you. But I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for having some baggage too.
That might be annoying.
See, I'm really
I feel like that's gonna get annoying to people.
think I really love you, but I feel that you really don't see my true potential. From broken, could you really pick up the pieces though? Oh, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for loving you. Oh, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for having some
He
baggage
said
too.
that's DLC. We gotta find out in Los Angeles.
Oh, I'm sorry, sorry, sorry for loving you.
Gotta do a certain amount of missions. Do some heists. Then you get that upgrade.
Some baggage too.
There's a lot of freaking people. I don't even know what to do, but I can see you.
Looking for my little mic. So this one, you know, I do think in some certain areas a little bit of a step down, just because it does need a little bit more work. You know, I definitely like the last one. Let's put this into perspective, okay? The last one, I don't feel like I would have needed to guide you anywhere in terms of like what melodies that you should or shouldn't do, what harmonizations you should and shouldn't do. Like, you know, I felt like that was the closest you've gotten to just straight up solid, you know, record, and you kind of got where you needed to go. With this one's, there are other places I would have went melodically, and especially with like the harmonization. You did come in, you know me, I still want you guys to put it, but I think sometimes there are a combination of tones that sound good, other ones that might not, and then you almost did it kind of more or less repetitively in a certain section where you were like, you know what I'm saying? You have 10 minutes. 10 minutes, my child. And then again, I feel like people could potentially feel like when we stretch things out, sometimes it sounds good, certain times it really depends on what it is, right? And I feel like you kind of do, you stretch your vocal out as opposed to sing it in certain instances. When you're singing it, you almost have a vibrato of your own, you know, you know what I mean? Where you're like, you're like bouncing on a wave a little bit, but then you kind of go, you know what I mean? And you just kind of like go straight, and then you curve down like completely, and then go to certain sections or whatnot, right? When you do it like that, it tends to almost feel like a ghost, you know, is singing it or whatnot. So loosen up a little bit, get comfortable in like legit, pretend you on The Voice. Pretend you are on The Voice. In The Voice, right? It's not just, you can't just simply have a catchy song. As catchy as a song can be, you still gotta sing it right and make people feel something for them to want to turn that chair around and and really, you know, get you on that team or whatnot, right? So definitely still see potential in a fairly decent song, but to make someone, if you're singing melodic, this is what we're speaking of, is mainly the melodic aspect. Because if you are singing, if you're deciding, you made that conscious decision that I want to sing melodically, right? Whether it's to a baby, to an audience, like it always has to have this feeling of like, man, you know, I feel what you saying, right? The words, you know, come in, and we can feel like there's something there, but I just always feel like there's that one thing missing. But last record, you had got in there and did that. He said, let me get Dorky on the track singing like that. Nah, I'm good. You know, closest you're gonna get is me on I'm Floating. Closest you're gonna get is me on I'm Floating.
I'm really, really, really high, but am I wrong? Because I'm floating in the sky, let's fly along. Oh shit, I forgot to go buy me a new bong. I'll have to buy me a new one and move along. Floating in the air, looking at the people, I don't even know where the hell I'm at. But I know I'm really high, really, really high. I don't think I'm ever coming back. I don't really care, cause I got the munchies, I'm so hungry, I will probably eat a rat. Never mind, I don't want it, if you try to give it to me, homie, I will give it back. Yeah, I love when I'm in the zone, but I'm really, really high now. But every time I'm trying to make a song, then I always wanna lie down. Because I'm too lazy, and I don't know why, but this is how this shit makes me. You want me to stop, but girl, you gon' have to make me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm floating in the air, I'll never hit the ground.
And that's the last verse on that. So you don't even know it there until you get to it. Let me see. We got a Danny Ray sent I don't know if she sent another skip herself or whatnot. Let me get some Kelly in there first or whatnot, right? Let me get you. Appreciate your patience. We'll get you in there, and then we'll see if Danny Ray is actually sending another one. What do you say? I have a song that has to be heard, man. Send it to my email. It's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be just because.
So real quick, let me get the one from Sketch Turner, and then I'll throw yours, your other one in anyway.
Now, you sure these are super donkeys, right, Zorak? Because I don't want to see no movie about no regular donkeys. Not when super donkeys are on the table. No, sir. Oh, look, there's Mr. Thundercleed. I wonder who he's talking to. Howdy doodang, Mr. Thundercleed. Who's that you're talking to?
I wasn't talking, I was listening.
I missed
Earlier in
that
the
show,
conversation,
man.
I was talking, but you weren't here. So how did you know? Are you spying on me?
My life's a movie like Regal. These rappers all suck, the rhymes are shitty, they fecal. I'm a nerd for these words, I mean the verbs make me geek. I'm fucking up the tracks like the birds and the bees. I try to be like God, but I ain't turning my cheek. If you ever diss me, you get burnt on beat. I try to get you straight, but you the curve of the street. You digging in your head for a sermon to preach. Everything that you said, you been learning from me. You get whacked on wax, I'm on a murdering spree. You hear this song and get sick like you allergic to me. I spit dirty, you gon' need more than detergent to clean. I spit dope like I'm serving the fiends. I'm so ill, I'm an urban disease. I carry burdens so long that it's hurting my feet. You go to church cause you heard I go to work for the cheese. I've been cold so long, I left a permanent freeze. You think you fly, you just a bird with some dirt on your beak. I'ma curb stomp your turds till you cursing at me. I keep learning till I hit the 33rd degree. Supreme knowledge in the cut like surgery. Hey.
Man, send a verse to me, and sometimes I always like when they tell you that I don't know what the hell I'm freaking do, but I'm burping.
These dudes keep bragging about how they heat packing in the streets blasting, staring at the Scarface poster, viciously fapping. They squeezing air gas while I'm squeezing actual ass. I keep her cheeks clapping, more believable if you moved in silence. I'm certain you ain't violent with the way you keep aside from typing out, fuck around. My name's G, let me make an introductory. Listen, pay attention, I ain't typing up a summary. Stay up out my way so your bum ass ain't obstructing me. Throwing out my criticisms very unconstructively. Run your shit like a CEO of companies. Better be important if you fucking interrupted me.
Hey yo, Sketch Turner, it's King of Drake, K.A. Listen. As I'm writing with this pen to pad, the rappers that you love and support, I think they lame and ass. Taking out this trash bag, try to drop a diss, you will get slapped in your face quick. And yo, lunatic, when I'm writing down these rhymes, I'm thinking about it, man. I used to love this all the time. Back in the days, we ain't really fucking have shit. All we had was the rhyme, that was incredible. Gift off the top bars. And you know how we had to do when we still perform. Drop a lot of jewels that was from our heart. The verses that we gotta put down, we call it art. We don't gotta get high to find the kickstart. Think it really hard, just trying to write some bars. Your brother's talking toxic, don't know who you are. If you try to write a diss, I'ma smack your note pen and pad into the stars. Earth and the moon. What's your man at, baby?
Yeah, I know we appreciate y'all.
Sketch Turner, ayo. K.A. setting screens up. Find a hot hand. Yo, pass the rock, pass the rock. Swish.
All the days fade away when I'm making my own way. All the days just fade away.
This reminds me of like
when I'm making my own
some from Ye, Ninth Wonder, a little bit of J.
all the days fade away when I'm making my own way. All the days just fade away when I'm making my own way. All the days.
384 close to approach.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Pepper. Ahoy, Pepper. My name is Salty Dog. I'm a fisherman.
His name is Brack, and he is a fool.
I think he's perfectly charming.
Man, where do I start? Let's start with the Brack Show, man. Let's start with the Brack Show, right? Like, Cartoon Network has always been ahead of their time, right? Because they had the Adult Swim-like cartoons since way back in the day, right? Like the Brack Show, Space Goes Coast to Coast. Yes. So, chop. Space Goes Coast to Coast. Johnny Bravo. And then you would have yeah, you gotta go up there. You know what? I gotta give Nickelodeon some credit too, right? Because the creators of like Ren and Stimpy and things like that, right? They had some kind of weird, you know, and out there cartoons as well that were dope. But when it came to just the ones that were kind of, you know, out, like, again, we get back to the Brack Show because this is what this is more akin to, right? That Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and like C-Lab 2021. It was all just kind of like different things that were, you know, hilarious and weird. And they took these characters that, again, the original Space Ghost, you know, cartoons were more serious. It was, you know, very much like Birdman and a lot of the early cartoons or whatnot. It wasn't always about making you laugh unless someone was like clumsy and all that. And they took these characters and kind of made them into, you know, something a little bit more comedic. So it was always funny just seeing what they would, you know, try to do. Cartoon Network has always had that knack. Again, Rick and Morty and Adventure Time, regular show. We can go down that line. So there's that. Overall, right, when it gets into the actual record, right, beat is proper. It reminded me of where we would hear records from like a Common and Mos Def and a lot of those artists and J. Cole and Lupe, right? But then with the production of somewhere in between a Kanye, Ninth Wonder, Jay Dilla kind of vibe, and you know, it felt like we were listening to a new Lil Brother record, right? Which I always love what they've done. Each artist, of course, got on this record and did their thing, right? What I love is when you guys do the job. Like, that's what I call doing the actual job, right? You should basically not feel like any artist is a waste of space and time, and really, as a producer, we're honored when we do come across the artists that truly do feel the beats that we make, where you do that good job. We're always looking for that producer's best friend, more or less, that can allow us to be honored that you hopped on and did your thing. So each artist did that. We have a full song, you know, as well. It falls somewhere under like 4 minutes and 36 seconds. And we appreciate you guys once again for doing the work, whether it would have been features or just a solo artist kind of situation. Time is everything. Some people feel like you should rush and get out of a record and stuff like that, but I only say do that if you're boring, if you're repetitive, if you're not saying anything, if you have no substance, if you ain't really rapping about anything. Yeah, get yourself in and out, because why would we want to hear a 3 to 4 minute record where nobody ain't doing nothing, right? It's background music at best. But if you're saying something, you give people a reason to be there. We get to hear essentially each artist's story, if it's features, if it's a cypher, if it's anything like that. We get to really just see the different styles and how everybody, how everyone feels the beat a little bit different. And when it comes to the topic and the subject matter, how each of you guys get in there and decide to attack the record. On the last note, it's, you know, always I think we're in an era where we got to do things differently, right? We're competing with AI, and I do feel like not only when we go into some of these songs, like record yourselves visually, just to get a documentary, you know, going on of like, don't sell yourself short and think that you guys aren't worthy of that same treatment. Kanye took it to himself to basically record himself throughout, like before he got big, when he got big, and then up to like when everything basically happened, and then he eventually sold it to Netflix, right? And you really do obviously got to have the space and stuff like that for that. But these days, like, he didn't have social media back then. So he was probably trying to figure out, how do I package this as like a DVD or Blu-ray, or should I put it in theaters or something like that? Eventually, streaming became a thing. So whether you decide to make it content for your YouTube, your IG, your TikTok, and different things like that, just making sure you record yourself doing all of that. Then the music videos, of course. Tierra Whack inspired me a lot when she did the Whack World project, because it opened my mind to like what was possible. Like, you know, the rules usually were, back in the day, you release an album and you have maybe 2 to 3 singles from that album to get people to want to, you know, check it out. And, you know, those were the 3 things that you would do the videos to and sort of promote. These days, you can do videos to every single song if you want. Yes, videos may sometimes cost an arm and a leg, but it depends on who you're working with. There are people who can do a lot of decent things for an affordable price, and you just got to link up with the right people. But the visuals are something that I do think is important. It's one step away from us wanting to see you live, because we get to hear you, see your demeanor, and see like how comfortable you are in front of the camera, basically. And then that kind of, you know, even for people who are directors and writers, they think about, oh man, we should put this person in a movie or whatnot. They see a little bit just a small amount in there, right? Just with what they're able to hear you do and then see what your demeanor. But then there are sections, if you guys are smart, you maybe like build a little bit of a short film into the music video. Then we get to see somewhat your acting chops. And, you know, like a lot of artists would do that definitely back in the day. And, you know, you'd see them, you know, at some drug deal or some random thing, or them trying to rob a bank and figure out how to do it, or someone sleeping with somebody, girl, you know, and they'd have something that played as they sometimes, oh, let me look at the screen and rap, and then, you know, being that. Anyways, big salute. And shout out to Black Man, shout out to Addy, we should, welcome. Hello, what up? Still working on the thing. I gotta see if I need anything else from you before I try to finish that out. JP, what's freaking good? Said I don't have the message. Did you not get a confirmation email? Is that what you were saying? So I do it on myself. Lyrics, beats, videos. Yeah, buddy. Hold on, let me do this right quick and clap. That little brother is so underrated. Listen, I feel like there are people who are solidified in their own circles. The more that you do, the more consistent that you are, the more stuff you release. And again, if people can see that this is what you do, whatever it is, if you want to be a game streamer, if you want to stream and, you know, do what we do as review shows, if you want to be a videographer, a rapper, someone who plays an instrument, whatever it is that you guys want to do, you have to show people. Because if you love it, if you can do it every day without it feeling like a job, like that is everyone's dream job, to go to a job that they can hopefully get paid for the thing that they absolutely love to do. And if music is that thing, then just making sure that you keep yourself motivated and know that, like, if you have a skill, people want to see it. They want to see all angles of it. They want to hear it. They want to see the music videos where you're, you know, rapping it, the live performances. They even want to get behind the mindset when you're coming up with a record. Like, you can do a few streams where you just like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna come up with a record and I'll have my audience here. You can either do everything completely yourself, or if you let the chat kind of give you ideas here and there, right? Not necessarily, if you don't want it to be whole lines, just simply, you know, give me an idea to kind of start off with the song I can do or whatnot. So it could be a concept or something like that. But if they are able to think of a line and then you rhyme the next 4 lines with that or something, like, you know, you get people involved, you get a community behind whatever it might be. But you have to show just that consistency for people to know this is the job you want to come to. So then when it comes to however your form of payment is, for artists, people assume it's stream the crap out of my record so I can get, you know, paid from that. But it's a small amount. The amount of streams that we have to get is almost ridiculous. You literally have to go viral and kind of be famous. And in a moment where everybody's wondering who you are, then they're all checking out. And even then, like someone like Snoop Dogg, you know, even still complains about not getting enough from the amount of streams that someone as big as, like, he's known all around the world, right? So it shouldn't really be that hard. But so that just shows you like where streaming is at. And there are different platforms that will pay you guys a little bit more, you know, here and there. But you got to think of everything, right? So what can you do for some of the other visual platforms? How can you monetize, you know, that? And, you know, think of sync licensing and sponsorships or whatnot. Maybe you work out something with, like, you know, a certain branding or clothing company or something like that. Like that, these are some of the things that the artists that we know and love like would be within, you know, all the time. What do you? I think you. No. So over there, just freaking chilling. What do you say? Funny things. He said funny things. I barely have a clue on what I'm doing, barely scratching the surface. But if I know my music, I know my music will take off. You know, I'm heard, man. Like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like just keep doing one day at a time, right? But that journey. Just imagine if you do like a documentary about your growth as an artist. And so every day you're kind of vlogging about it and kind of chronicling, you know, the different ups and downs of like, you know, moments you have writer's block, moments when you're trying to figure out something. Like we love those moments, right? And then eventually you're able to take those, edit them into a long form. Like, man, I was here, and at the end of the year, this is what I now sound like, right? When we're able to see that improve, man, if I had that from my early freaking, like how I started and where I am now with my stuff, man, I'm so honored that I was able to take time and see that growth and come from that era where you had to be original or else. Like people don't understand what it means, right? When you have to be original or else, it's completely different.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be just because.
All right, sorry, Danny Ray. Let me Boy, I Promise, I think. Everybody come. Somehow I feel like it's gonna be a tropical drum, but it might not.
Walking through the city like thinking of you tonight. Every star above reminds me of your gentle light. We've been through highs and lows. Watch as the seasons come and go. And through it all, my heart knows where it wants to go. Remember all the laughter, every happy ever after. Building dreams together, facing life's chapters. I'll be your constant friend, a love that has no end. In this journey of life, on you I'll always depend. Boy, I promise through thick and thin, I'll stick by your side to the end. Oh boy, I promise I'll never leave your side. Love you till the day that I die. Life can throw its curveballs, destined us through it all. But with every challenge faced off on, will never fall. I'll be your rock, your God, always standing by your side. In every moment, I'll show you my unwavering pride. Like a river to the sea, my heart flows endlessly. Wrapped in your embrace, where I'll always be. We'll build a world of our own, a love that's always known. With every beat of my heart, our feelings have grown. Boy, I promise through thick and thin, I'll stick by your side to the end. Oh boy, I promise I'll never leave
See, that
your
certain section might be a little bit long.
Love you till the day that I die.
Through the This one had like a few different things in different places, right? So you did have some parts where you had you know, the right tones, and then others where you went in and you had the you know, that repetition that I'm always talking about, right? Just trying not to do an entire line in the same thing. I mean, like, you know, it's literally like hitting your car horn repeatedly. It's the same tone, and so it doesn't necessarily sound as pleasing. There are moments when singers will sing and they'll do things, and then they'll draw out like a line, not like a bunch, but there'll be a line or so that they'll keep in that, and them stretching it out is what often makes it dope when they do it right. And then there's the aspect that this record might be a little bit slow, right? Good thing is we have the ability to see what it would sound like if it was a little bit faster.
Walking through the city like thinking of you tonight. Every star above reminds me of your gentle light. We've been through highs and lows, watched as the seasons come and go, and through it all my heart knows where it wants to go.
Like, it's a little bit better.
Let me see. Building drinks together, facing class chapters. I'll be your
Like, now every time I showed those as an example, right, where I sort of like speed your record up, try to keep the same tone and all that good stuff, but whatnot. But I'm just speeding up the record. Obviously, I don't want you to do exactly what I just did, because that degrades the quality. So if you are able to manually change the tempo of the elements in the beat so that it's natural and it doesn't affect the quality, if you speed or slow something down, it's always going to sound very different, right? Like, again,
a love that has no end in this journey of life on you.
And then I slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the quality almost, you know, changes and warps a little bit. So manually change something and then re-perform it. Like, yes, you do have to re-record sometimes. And like, don't be afraid of that kind of work. Like, as artists, going back in to make sure that we have the correct tones in certain parts and make sure that we do all the right things. That's what helps the record truly get out there. Now, usually, right, like what industry artists have access to that you don't is sometimes kind of everything. They have writers if they get stuck, but they do prefer to really figure things out themselves if they are you know, someone that prides themselves in, and you know that, right? A lot of us are still very much, you know, that. But then there are those that will help them figure out the right way to put certain things together, right? So you have to have the right tones. There are parts that, again, just as an engineer, I would have took out. Like, you did a certain ad-lib and I was like, okay, I kind of like the tone, but then there was a part where it felt like, yeah, I came in a little bit too late, and fixing, you know, just making sure that, like, you know, if you're gonna be there and know specifically what you're gonna do. Look at those other tones that you do as your backup singer. if your backup singer were on stage with you, basically doing all of those, how is that gonna feel and sound to you, right? And I think the one mistake that a lot of artists do make as well is they'll keep any extra layer that they add and ad-libs, they'll keep it at the same volume. And so it then becomes distracting. It literally is like you have a hype man on stage with you and they're like up front. You're the main artist, but like they're up front and, you know, causing just as much attention. But like, no, the backup singers are in the background and they're there as the dressing for the record to bring another point of liveliness to it, but to not overstay its welcome. And so that's all. That is all, my friend. And then I think we were talking about the speed of the record, right? So if you speed it up, you give it more energy, I feel like it'll feel better at its current state. Obviously it should be more of a slow jam, right? So with the slow jam aspect, I feel like there's still an element there that can work, but it might be too slow for a lot of people, right? But I'd say speeding it up. And then Danny, yep, good tips, man. Yo, hoys, man. Sounds better. And then they have better recording tools also. Agreed. And let me see, are we able to hop back into the free line? Appreciate you for that. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's go back in the customer. You're new to the show.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
I think we have not a skip, it's in the free line. I meant to say a Spotify. I'm trying to see if it's gonna open it up. Open it up. Open it up. Come on, bruh. Like.
Yeah. That part. Yeah. Hey. We gonna let it ride, we gonna let it breathe. Yeah. Check. I've been having voices in my head telling me stop tripping. These times I really have forgot I was that nigga. I'm the blueprint, I'm the one they wanna lean on. No need to say the names, I bet they feel it when they hear this song. Cars go in the way they do, it's time to mow the lawn. Only about expansion, I played around for too long. Too many yes to things that really didn't serve me. A lot of people I met in this time didn't deserve me. But best believe I bench pressed the weight given. Every single time, and I passed the limit. Good kid, Mad City, but I am not Kendrick. And if y'all rock it how y'all say, I should have a Grammy. Ha, but it's kosher on this side. Everything for the family, and you know we gon' slide.
That's what's up, Danny.
Hey, but it's kosher on this side. Everything for the family, what a time to be alive.
Snow or shine, I ride for mine. Some days it's gonna rain, oh, I'ma be okay though. I done seen a lot of stage love. I'm familiar with the pain, love. Wrote this tune for your healing. Tell me lately how you feeling. To the left now, everybody slide. What a time to be alive. I love it when I'm with my tribe. Still cautious on this side.
Better days ahead, I know I'm worthy of it. Them days here in Minnesota, we reflect on the summer. Sort out shows, y'all, I always have my people with me. This year's in, and they still see some greatness in me. Never had to fit in or overdo it. All I do is give what I feel, spit my music. A product of a few MCs, I push the blueprint. I'm ill with the pen, that's why I'm speaking so fluent, Lord. People act like they don't know me, I'm starting to get it. But I can't let it throw me off because the cloth different. Still gotta work hard even while you mention. Cause if you slip with your flows, you ain't promised a pension. Respect to those that always thrive in these conditions. I realize what I heard dash ain't always the limit. That's why these days I'm focused on the distance. Y'all bad vibes won't affect me, it is not sticking. I put a lot up on my back, but I carry it. Still on the fly for real, the spirit of Harriet. Ha, I'm a full of block baby. Can't no sucker ever say they made me. You dig? You feel? Oh, Adore, what up?
Yeah,
that shit no more.
You don't even know what to do.
Shawty, what up? Slide. Yeah, slide.
You gotta rap. You gotta rap. You gotta rap.
Snow or shine, I ride for mine. Some days it's gonna rain, or I'ma be okay though. I done seen a lot of stage love. I'm familiar with the pain, love. Wrote this tune for your healing.
Man, her vocals,
Tell me lately how you feeling. To the left now, everybody slide. What a time to be alive. I love it when I'm with my tribe. Still cautious.
When Freshness fresh out, I feel like he definitely would feel this.
It's still kosher on this side. Still kosher on this side.
Oh my gosh, bro. She has a softer way of singing too, like there's a small amount of me that feels like she's holding back.
Things people don't believe in.
Hold on.
Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that spectrum.
So there's a part of me that felt like she was, she may just be very soft spoken or whatnot, but there's, and you can tell she can really sing, and has a good, not raspy, but it's like, again, it's right in between that just soft, sensual, perfect for like that jazz, R&B, soul, kind of stuff or whatnot. The icing on the cake for sure. And there's lots of conviction in this record, right? Like we get right back into that feeling of what we talked about earlier with the last few records in that that little brother feeling vibe or whatnot. But conviction is important, right? When we talk about that, we're basically just talking about like how serious an artist really takes the lyrics, their performance, what they do. If it feels like they feel the record and it's literally pulling something real out of them, right? When we want you guys to tell your story and to not really waste that beat, right? This is why I don't tend to like a lot of freestyles, because I don't often feel like artists can do that. Like you can't get into that kind of structured material unless you can. I have seen some, and we can continue to test those artists or whatnot, and if that's what they're trying to do, like, hey, what's up? But sometimes the things that you guys will say on the record are very like random if you're freestyling, so you're not always trying to top yourself. You're just kind of trying to like feel the vibe, see what you do. But nah, this one was really good. I appreciate that, and I'm gonna add that to my playlist. Decoded, you're up.
Tell me, what do you
Decoded.
think of Decoded?
Murder. She wrote it. You know it. I don't know if I need yo.
If you don't know me, look at the scene. I'm coming up. Do it all for the team. You know what I mean? I run it up. If you don't know me, look at the scene. I'm coming up. Do it all for the team. You know what I mean? I run it up. Run it up. Look at this money, can't get enough. Look at this ice on me. My wrist go bling. My nigga just follows up. Dripping from head to my toes. Everyone knows I am so froze. Coming up in the shows. I'm reaching my goals. Shout out to my bros. Look at the way that I'm killing it. Going so hard, there's no way you're not feeling it. Killing the drilling shit. I am so real as shit. I'm a gorilla, bitch. Didn't think I had it. Should've known better. Now when I come around, I'm freezing the ground. Better with a sweater.
Started at the bottom, now he at the top. Better start the running, he gon' take his shot. You can hear him coming from around the block. Y'all be saying something till the beat drop.
If you you don't know me, look at the scene. I'm coming up, yeah. Do it all for the team, you know what I mean. I run it up, yeah. If you don't know me, look at the scene. I'm coming up, yeah. Do it all for the team, you know what I mean. I run it up, yeah.
When I write back and it's people boom, this is why I write raps and shit. I don't know what the hell I just said. There's a little time when I want to be able to shoot a zombie in its head, and then I'ma be like, ha ha, man, you're just dead. So you can't bite me. It don't matter if you have hands and you can't fight me. There's a lot of time when I do a freaking movie and I think I am Spike Lee. And also I really wanted to be like Mikey. Then I simply got the shoes. Couldn't play freaking basketball, but there's a lot of times where I'm a rap for y'all and I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. I'm unbelievable and I know I'm playing and I know I'm laying in the freaking couch. There's a lot of time when you freaking wanna run away. Anytime you freaking probably see a freaking mouse, but then let's.
If you don't know me, look at the scene. I'm coming up, yeah. Do it all for the team, you know what I mean. I run it up, yeah. If you don't know me, look at the scene. I'm coming up, yeah. Do it all for the team, you know what I mean. I run it up, yeah.
Run it up. You know what? I'm coming up, running up, down, and all of the things. You know when the thunder just makes a noise. It's another time when I was a little kid and I would play with toys. It's another time when I make a noise and I'm going around and I know I'm sounding like I want around. All right, so I think there's potential. I think you just need the more confidence and energy, right? You know, I wouldn't change a thing in terms of like what you said. Just, you know, make sure you have more confidence, more energy, have fun with it. Get out of that shell, and you know, whether you are I don't know, like what's a better thing for people to do, right? Whether it's recording alone so they, you know, don't have that. Like anytime you're around someone and you gotta worry about like how you're gonna sound, you know, sometimes it can make you go a little bit more inside or whatnot. Or you're recording at night, so you don't want to wake people up, and then, you know, hey, what do you do? Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing. So often being around the right people when you're recording the song can bring out the best energy, because again, you're gonna have fun, you have a comfortability with those around you. However, we are also entertainers as artists. I think it's our job to figure it out, to basically figure out how to always pull the best version of us out, no matter who we are performing in front of, right? So there's a few different elements on there, but I thought the record has some decency to it. A little bit of open verse section. You got a chorus on there. Vocals are a little bit low and potentially low quality in terms of the mix, but just, you know, get that done. What you say? You said I'm shocked I didn't get another. No, you did not. You said open verse for my son to get on, you know what I'm saying? He did, and ad-libs and pre-hook, not bad. Well, again, just don't come at the record like you're doing you're recording it in the back of a library, you know what I'm saying? Because I think everybody can understand like that. Everyone can hear an energy and like kind of imagine that, right? Like if you do want to get on something, but then again, you're trying not to wake people up, you're trying not to disturb, you know, you're not trying to call attention to yourself, but imagine what happens if you got to do like a heavy metal version of the song. You know the energy is gonna have to be way more out there. I keep doing this because this freaking fruit fly keeps trying to fly into my freaking glasses because it's shining, and then on the other hand, it gets sucked into my freaking mouth. No Giti and all the phrases, man. Let me see what we got next up. Get something in my mouth when I breathe in and shit. And I'm like, anytime y'all see me do that, that's basically what happens. It's not like a big ass fly. And before you ask, yes, we got rid of the trash, but they multiplied before we had.
All that hate shit, so overrated. Quit the faking. Don't you tell me that love don't go hard while I'm holding on to faith like a running back. Throw a little reverb on the track and they run it back. Throw a little reverb on the track, going harder than 100 bag. They find me, I find it strange. While every word coming wicked from the brain. Doggy, open your eyes just for a minute, though. Think your thoughts in a knot, dog. There's always a twist in a plot of a risen apart. I think they need to stop. All them drugs ain't too hot. All that talk ain't too hot. Yeah, like polar opposites. Maybe it's just my savior.
Appreciate you.
Want what's good? Want what's good for the people?
You know who he reminds me of?
Yeah, we all human. Maybe it's just my savior.
He reminds me of, there's this comedian who kind of, and I forgot his name or whatnot, but I used to see him a lot more, maybe about, give or take, like a year or so ago. But there's this comedian that like goes throughout his show. He goes like around through the audience, and everything that he says is like with auto-tune on it. So he kind of sings everything that he talks, and he like talks to the people and then like asks them questions while he's kind of singing it. And I forgot his name. I gotta see if I can look it up. But he reminds me of that. I feel like this is happening, but in song form, kind of.
What's good?
He was like, "Why are you wearing that?" Oh my goodness, is this your boyfriend? You know what I mean? Like, yo.
All that shit so overrated. Quit the faking. Don't you tell me that love don't go hard while I'm holding on to faith like a
See if I can find him.
Is
it Morgan J? Yeah, Morgan J.
Run it back. Throw a little reverb on the track.
I'll show y'all right now. There's a lot of freaking time. I was writing back and it just a lot of time, boy. I always write raps and I sit down. Freaking there's a lot of freaking time with a rabbit and shit. Freaking there's a lot of freaking time where you wanna get clown. People don't know if I wanna freaking go and all right, a little bit of a vibe, man. Like I will say that the you know, sound they're using for the beat obviously is a little bit repetitive right there, right? So that is gonna be something that might get on someone's nerves, but it's a vibe, right? This may be something for somebody to roll up to, or you know, just like as they're ending their day, maybe heading to sleep. Like there is a little bit of a vibe and something chill there. There's a feel of, you know, almost freestyling, but that, you know, it seems like really you're more concerned with just creating the vibe, and that's fine. It's at least like mixed fairly decent, so it's not gonna be as annoying. But let me show you.
Don't be nervous. Let me ask you a question. Can you sing? No.
This guy.
Come on, girl. Let me get a
You remind me of him.
Let me get a This is social anxiety exposure therapy, okay? Can I get a skiddly diddly dee? Skiddly diddly dee.
Right? Tell me he doesn't remind you of that.
Oh my god. That's all I got.
That's alright. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that he does that a lot pretty much, right? And you know, people enjoy it. They get to, you know, kind of have fun a little bit, be a part of something in a little bit of a different way. And honestly, man, that it's fairly entertaining in that setting. However, in song form, you know, again, there's going to be a little bit of a vibe there. I do feel like one is still going to need a full song structure, because when we hear a song that we like, we want to be able to sing it with you know, an audience, and with just many. Again, we want to be able to sing your record, right? That's all you need to know, right? So make a good record. Freshness Fresh, I think you're up next, but I think your thing was empty. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me see. Because yours just says 100, or did we get it or something? Hold on. No. Yeah, something happened. But I'm trying to find that. What up? What up? What up? What up? I see it on the Twitch side. Was good. What do you see? Let me find out. It's him and so like that, man. That would be hilarious, right? Like, listen. You hear what we just heard right there.
Therapy, okay? Can I get a skiddly diddly dee?
Skiddly diddly dee.
Skiddly diddly dee.
Can I get a skiddly diddly dee?
Hear that, and then, you know, you, I forgot where I even played the other one from. I forgot where I played it from. But you guys remember or whatnot. That's all I was kind of, you know, thinking about or whatnot. All right. Let's see what we got. Jeremy. Replacements. Okay, let's go over here. And put this in. Thank you for your patience as well. I don't know where you would go if pop don't. Alright, so Master Teacher.
I tried to tell niggas the truth and they was pissed to hear it. I tried to speak it in my music, they ain't get the lyrics. I don't get how you confused if it was crystal clear. That's why I feel like niggas useless and these niggas weird. I'm on a different tier. I tried to bring niggas with me, they got a vicious fear of growing up. Niggas disappeared instead of showing up. I pray to God one day I can forget those who ain't knowing nothing. But they just wasn't willing, cause every time I tried to keep it real, I wasn't feeling. Fuck it, now I double down and let him suffer. If he dead, fuck him, I ain't shedding none, he was a gremlin. He knew the shit was fake. I put my trust in niggas once, it was a big mistake. I used to get antagonized and let him instigate, until the day I had to help a nigga fix his face. Now it's a different case. Now it's felony probation, it's a different case. I'm getting taxed, nigga, I'm boosting up my interest rates. Before you gotta slap a bitch, just get the bitch replaced. Sometimes I gotta ask myself, how did I get this way? Sometimes I gotta ask myself,
every other
how
time
did I get this way?
You tap in when I don't have my dog right here. I have one of the dogs sitting with me like a few times.
Then I remember, it's a lot of shit that I did not forget. It's not forgiven, I'm convinced. Y'all only be getting close to plot against it. But these walls are built taller than you thought, not again. Yeah, I know you wishing I could kick it at the bottom with you. Don't worry, brother, I can promise I will not forget all the shit you used to talk and thought I never caught a whip. But it came back to me, funny enough, but not a cent did. but I've ascended. You got to witness the development. Your saga ended. On to the next. I had to let you know you're not attended. So I hope if you become a stepping stone, you're not offended. You said you missing me, do not bother. Any weapon formed against me shall not prosper. I thank the Lord. Would I be today without my father? That's why the shit y'all gotta worry about is not my problem. But see, the problem is I live in Sacramento. I know ain't nobody proud of shit. Shit, I know my mama is, and that's why she the only one I'm finna have around my kids. Shit, I had to put a bunch of cameras up around my crib. I had to nigga-proof it. Even added a couple locks, it was a big improvement. But I know that ain't finna stop them cause these niggas stupid. And I know niggas only plotting when you get into it. Ain't no congratulations, just a smile in the face to try to mask the hatred. Instead of adding to the plate, they wanna crash the banquet. I wonder which one of the crabs will be the last to make it. Look, just know your absence ain't shit, but y'all have replacements.
Nice. So let's kick on the clip a bit.
There's a lot of times that you down now.
So we know the overall style, the feel, you know, you lock in to it properly, you have a good energy, feels like you felt the beat, you had something to say. It's easy for us to, you know, get in there and, you know, really, you know, pay attention, right? The middle ground of not too complicated and not too simple, so people don't, you know, really get impressed. You know, like that's the key, right? And then just making sure that what you say really is, you know, something that really works for the record, but also what are the words? What was I gonna say right there, man? Something that works for hold on. Yeah, I lost my point of freaking thought right there. But I think it has to be somewhere along the lines of, you know, just making sure that you are having the right overall performance, right? And people need to see you really feel the beat. And to have things that are, you know, anecdotal or whatnot, if they feel each word, each line, can relate to it, like you basically are their theme song. You are their, you know, your facts, right? If someone can say facts to every line that you say, you made that record, you know, for you and like-minded people who feel exactly like you, right? And so as they are, you know, cruising, they'll have basically what you say. All right, let's put this in. What time is it right now? 9:19. It's kinda late. I don't know what I'm about to do, but you know, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do like at all, but I ain't tryna wait. If I don't like your song, nigga, then I ain't tryna hate.
Talking like a bitch, but you been one. I might throw a fit, kid, you fake art. Yeah, you can turn around if I fuck up. But I promise you, it don't mean none. Walking down the main, you should probably take some caution. Fuck riders on the jeans, I'm afraid I can't cop that up. Don't you look at me, I don't wanna write your story. Should turn it down a notch, I'm not tryna get gory.
You don't know where you gon' go, yeah. You've never been to the snow, yeah. There's a lot of times I don't even think that your mama is probably
like a body jumper, you can never catch her. I left them on the road where the body spasm. You can say fake, it'll never rush it. I've been so sick, someone passed the man. Talking like a bitch, but you been one. I might throw a fake, kid, you fake art. Yeah, you can turn around if I fuck up. But I promise you, it don't mean none. Walking down the mid, you should probably take some caution. Fuck riders on the jeans, I'm afraid I can't story. Should turn it down a notch, I'm not trying to get gory. Like a body jumper, you can never catch her. I left them on the road with a body spasm. You can say fake, it'll never let you. I've been so sick, so fast and back.
And Dr. Pepper, people don't know if they really wanted to sock your neck up freaking. And I don't know if I like really have got to like not respect you. But there's a lot of time where I would tell you that y'all just set up the stream and then left. And sometimes freaking fucked up what they leave in your breath. If you ain't got a freaking tic-tac and people wanna eat freaking MCs like a Big Mac, you know that there's lots of time where you freaking see. I know. Let me go back again. I'm just playing. I like this right here to a certain extent, right? You know, yes, there is some repetition within there, right? That means again, if you do most of your record in most of the same tempos, you know, or tempo, right? There's always gonna be something else that you can do. You have a decent voice, let it work and do what it do. For all melodic artists, period, no matter what genre that you are in, I always want you guys to imagine two things. Every other genre and artist should be able to make a version of your record melodically. They should be able to take what you did and bring it to a punk rock kind of situation, a heavy metal, a straight up R&B, a, you know, more alternative, like whatever it is. All of the different genres, when they do love a record, I often remind you that they do covers. Go look up just any song that you like that is sung melodically and then type in cover in like YouTube or anything, and then watch how many things come up with people who want to do their version of the song, but maybe they change it. Maybe they make it in a different genre. And I'm not talking about the AI versions. I don't count those at all because, you know, it's too easy to type in, you know, 50 Cent if he was in 1950. You know what I mean? Like it's too easy to just type in what you're thinking. I want the work. I want to see the people that love to get in there. And then the second thing is, if you you know, if you've ever heard the easy listening kind of tracks, right? They're often, some of them are just straight up instrumentals. Maybe it's unknown records, right? And it's like, you know, a good little kind of medley that you know it'll play for a bit. But then there are other ones where they're playing like almost jazzy version or something like that of like a known record, and they'll have the saxophone or a harmonica or a trumpet basically melodically get in there with the tones that you know from the song. So it could be a Mariah Carey record or freaking, you know, whoever you can think of, Prince, Babyface, Paramore, and they'll basically melodically have an instrument play it. That's the other thing that you basically can have, or just again look at your records, look at what you're doing melodically and ask yourself, is that something that other people would do? Can you imagine a Chris Brown? Like, it doesn't matter, pick your singer and then imagine them basically trying to do your song in another way, and how successful or not that will be. If you have less melodies than our true singers, the ones who love to show you how much they can sing in all the different octaves, they aren't going to get as inspired. If they do, then it's just going to be a beat. They'll take the beat and then they'll write their own verse as if they're a part of the song. Like, if you're lucky, you at least get something like that. But the covers are, I think, important to know how good of a song have I truly wrote. Because if people love it, again, they'll want to keep your words, your melodies, your, you know, and they may just, again, change the genre and the approach. But think about The Voice, right? The Voice is the perfect example, because when they do covers, they don't just do the same song that we know with the instrumental and all that. They think about the sound that the artist who is performing it has. They have a very specific sound that they're good with. And so I feel like what they always do is allow them to feed into their genre and their sound while still paying homage to that known record that we know. So the words, melodies will be a little bit of the same, but they'll have to take it in their own direction. And I feel like that was the most genius thing that they could do when it came to these competition shows. And them, like, because I kind of started getting tired of just like them performing the record. And like when you're trying to perform the same record the same way, we end up like either not being impressed because we're like, they don't sound enough like the original artist, or we complain because you sound too much like the original artist and we want you to sound like you, but better, in most cases, right? Anyways, good job, Dill. Beat has a low end kind of feel, almost very video gamey and stuff like that. She's trying to shoot a video soon for the Messiah one. That's what's up. And then for this one, feel you, yeah. And he said when Lil Uzi did a cover of Chop Suey, exactly, man. Exactly. Like the fans, think about the fans, right? The fans are your biggest critic when it comes to you doing any version of anybody else's song. They literally are going to, I always use an analogy that still happens today, by the way. There are artists who will send to the show and then they maybe, I use the example of like if they sampled Aaliyah, right? And they'll do that and then they'll just they won't acknowledge the title of Aaliyah's song, the song she wrote, the words she wrote, or even other songs. For the fans, that's how you would win them over. If you actually pay homage to the record, if they know that if they can tell that you know what beat you're on, what record that the instrumental basically pays homage to, there's a little bit of like, are you a fan too, man? Where the record is almost like for us, like, man, if I could rap, yep, that's a song I would make to, celebrate that artist. So just trying to make sure that we figure out that, man. And then JP said, got time to play me. Did we play, or did you send it? Did you send it? Maybe you didn't send it, or try to hurry up if you can, cause we're in the middle of heading out, man. Say good night. I'm exhausted. Appreciate you. Golf. Tell the Johnny was good. The show is usually like you flow on the freestyle tip. And I used to like your freestyle. That's good. And then tonally, let me see. She needs to change the tone. And then good job, like it. And this is good. Yeah, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Thank you for the great. You just now popped up. And as you mean just like in general. In general, man, thank you for the great show. As send again and let me see. JP, send again right quick. But you gotta hurry. You got the furry. There's a part of time where people wanna prime, but they also wanna make flurry. ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Hopefully it's not a Spotify, so I don't have to open that back up because I just closed it. What else do I want to do, man? Is that gonna show you? No one listens to me. I can show you, but Dougie is legit. I have no credibility, man. Every person has credibility, man. Like, you know, if you have a voice, you have credibility, man. Just always give your opinion. We are human, and I feel like as humans with actual brains, it means a lot. Man, these fruit flies are going through. I'm gonna order freaking like fruit fly trap on freaking Amazon or something like that, man. So always be respectful, man. I gotta show you, man. Always, indeed. We're still waiting for the song. I see nothing.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...
I'ma wait like 1 more minute, but I'ma stay in the outro mode. I had forgot to play some of my songs for people too, because Ronnie had stopped by and was like, I want to hear some of your songs. And then I was like, a lot of people have been waiting so long, so I don't want to like mess up their you know what I'm saying? Wanted to get y'all played. Did it. And again, if we don't get it right now, we'll probably just play it in the top of the next episode. We'll start you off with it. So we'll probably do that, man. Yeah, we're heading out at the moment, and again, I will definitely see you tomorrow. I forgot, for whatever reason, I had thought that today was Thursday, but that is tomorrow. Said Ronnie, what's up, Ronnie? What we're talking about, Ronnie, I don't know why I forgot his last name, you know, so right now whatnot. But yeah, he had requested some stuff or whatnot, but yeah, not bad. And then what? He said he cramping on our style or whatnot. Who's cramping? Who's cramping? Yo, who's cramping? A lot of time. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Let me